what's going on, guys? Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends. Welcome to the Ledger Lounge. I am Oz, the Crypto Goat. Welcome. What's up, Purple Pepe? How you doing, buddy? Jeannie Marie, how you doing? Start smashing that like button. Don't just tap it, double tap it, smash it. Don't break your phone glass, though. Be careful. How we feeling today? Ooh, bro. Big turnaround. And we're going to go over why. We're going to go over why the bullish sentiment has broken. So make sure you stick around so you can understand what is happening right now. But not so good. But we're opening another day candle on XRP, and it's red already. We'll talk more about it. I'm gonna get into the TA of this, but I want everyone to hear this because this is scary. This is definitely something to take into consideration of what's happening right now. In the meantime, keep hitting the like button. We'll get started in just a minute. How's everybody doing today? Bear trap? I don't know. We'll talk about it. Some news came out, and we can see everything crash across the board. Only one thing pumped. Unexpected news. I mean, if you've been watching this show, then we were all expecting this. Yes, EU tariffs, exactly. Look at you getting Marie on top of it. I told you there was no deal. Everyone was like, no, there's a deal. Nothing had been signed. There was no deal. And there's no deal with any countries right now. There's not one single deal. And that's why we have been a little reluctant in the markets. You saw that and pulled the rest out. Good for you. Things could turn around though, but SXT got some buy pressure here. Maybe it'll turn around. Excuse me. This is a point of support, but I would say there's a potential that it drops back down to 10. More accumulation time. So we shall see. But yeah, when we get pumps like this, make sure you're taking profits. Take some profits. Let it come back down. Put some more back in. This has the potential to do a lot. Yeah, we got XRP. XRP just opened the new day candle. It started out red and now it's recovering a little bit. We just got to be patient and see what goes on. But I am going to be reluctant in every market until there is firm deals signed with tariffs. Tariffs are driving everything. Even Bitcoin, look at Bitcoin, is not doing well. And this is a bad sign, because if Bitcoin consolidates here, that is a head and shoulders back down to 97, which would be a double top in the more macro. And it could come back down to 70K, consolidate, and could be a head and shoulders all the way back to 25K. So we got to be careful. I think this is intentional. And Danny Gibson sent me a video, and this is kind of something that I've been eyeballing and playing around with, the idea that this may be possible. And this guy, he's got a video that kind of explains that. So we're gonna listen to what they got to say. We should listen to everything but believe nothing. XRP, where we're going, I'd say that there's a potential to hit 225 minimum. Let's see, where did it hit? Like it just hit under 230. It could just hold at 230, but if it keeps getting sell pressure, it could keep going. And this is still kind of a head and shoulders. I'd say it's more of like a crown. It looks exactly like XRP looks right now. It's a head and shoulders with a big long shoulder. And if this breaks down to this blue line here of 206, I'm going to assume that that is an AI indication that XRP will crash the same down to 220. Maybe 230-ish. I'm going to turn the lights on here. Some light so you guys see my face a little bit better. But we got the red lights on in the background. It's a red day today. I'm wearing a red shirt. It's a red day. But who knows, it could turn back around. And I would imagine so. As far as XRP goes, XRP will probably come up to about 232 to 235. But then come back down. So with a big heavy red candle, you should get a reversal for a little bit. 235. If you're looking to exit, that would probably be around your exit point. Not financial advice, but I am out. I'm out. Waiting for the tariff stuff. Hey, Purple Pepe, thank you for the heart me. Thank you very much. Don't forget to be hitting that like button, guys. We got to keep our likes up. We are finally breaking out of the shadows. You have a small moon bag? Yeah, I keep a small moon bag of everything. Amounts that I don't care if it just completely disappears, you know? But my main holdings, you know, they're in stable coins. Like mini small, yeah. Yeah, mine are pretty freaking small right now. Mine are pretty small. But that's all right, because I made plenty on this, you know. That's what's been paying for this whole show and everything, paying the staff. We have no fact checker in today. I did have to cut back on staff. I was upset reading the news this morning. I know. Bad news day. News runs everything. That's why this is a news show. And we do the journalism, you know, because we need to know what's going on. And I got some more fake news for you today. I got some more fake news. And if you're invested into these projects, this is going to help you to make sure that you secure those profits. Because, yeah, the news is just full of misinformation. It's so bad. It's so bad. I can't believe how bad it is. And they're playing with people's, you know, money, you know, their livelihoods here. And it's awful. So we need to get the heart me's in here, guys. We need 10 heart me's today. That's our goal. DT improvised too much. What do you mean DT's improvised too much? Well, I was saving this for a green day, but I'm gonna crack it open today anyway. Celebrate a night of sleep because I'm not in the market. So cheers. Anytime I'm out of the market, I sleep so well. Delicious. You were nervous. I had a feeling. Then I sold. Good for you. Go enjoy Hawaii. The money's not real if you don't do something with it. But the best thing to do is to reinvest into real things. You know, start a business. Start buy some real estate. You know, and you know, buy rental properties. Buy a duplex or you know, a quadruplex, something like that you can rent out and manage, and you're gonna do just fine. Turn those profits into other investments that generate income, and then take that income and use it to build up more assets. And then once you've got enough assets built up, then what you do is you take out a loan on the assets and you don't cash them out. And you get that loan and you go buy more assets, hard assets, businesses and things. And then you take out you enough to pay the loan. And if you're buying, you know, investment properties, the tenants will pay the mortgage on those things, and pay that loan down for you. Purple Pepe was the first meme coin used by real estate. Yeah, I feel that, but I'm more into like Ondo as far as real estate goes. I'm trying to stay away from meme coins this year. I don't think I don't know if we're going to get an alt season. I don't know if we're going to get a meme coin season. I think this is potentially the simul cycle or the unicycle. Everything is pumping together with Bitcoin all in unison because the liquidity is more spread out. There are more projects than we've ever seen in crypto history. And because of that, more people are trying to get ahead of the Bitcoin run, and they're putting it into the altcoins. And the people that are like, oh, I'm going to get ahead of the altcoin run, they're putting it into meme coins, and they're basically all just trading in unison together. And I think the days of the classic bull cycle may be over. Not necessarily. I think there will be something because people believe it and want it to happen so badly. There will be some sort of a meme and alt season, but it won't be as dramatic as we've seen in the past. The liquidity is spread out. We will get an alt season. Yes, we will get a meme coin season, but it's not going to be what we're used to. And what's going to happen is people are going to hold on so tightly, waiting for things to happen like they've happened in the past, and they're going to end up riding it to the bottom. That's what I believe is going to happen. You're really looking at lower prices while XRP is in an uptrend, higher highs, higher lows. XRP is in an uptrend, but this is a bearish signal. This is a bearish signal right here. This is an ascending channel, which is bearish. It drops down from there. And the pattern is this massive head and shoulders. So yeah, I'm concerned. And we will see lower prices for sure. Either we trend down this line a little bit, get a little pump up, and then bam, fall down. Or we fall down into this line and kind of pump up to it, maybe come out a little bit and come back down. But this is another classic Head and Shoulders right here. And that would send the price all the way back to 175 to 160 again, and potentially lower, especially once people start realizing that there are no trade deals, the war is still on, everything is not sunshine and rainbows like they thought it was. It'll get bad. Oh, I just noticed the red curtain for lows, green for highs. So cool. Yeah. LOL. No, the last leg down was the correction. Scroll out to the weekly. I'll look at the weekly. I like to look at the weekly. The weekly looks like a crown. That's a crown pattern, yo. That is bearish. That definitely looks like a crown. So we're going underneath $1. I don't know about underneath $1, but I think we could potentially see 180 to 150. I'm leaning more towards the 163 again. We called this, I think it was December 30th. I said we would drop over the next several months, and we would hit 163. That would be the bottom, and then we would turn up again and be in an uptrend. And that's exactly what happened. I said that all the way back in January 30th. If you don't believe me, go look at my older videos. Go look at the old stuff from back in January, February. And a lot of those ones that were posted in February are recordings from January. But I would say we've broken out of the trend. It could be a bear trap. But I'm leaning more towards the lines of this is perfect. This is exactly what had to happen. This is kind of a crown right here. And this smaller, let me see here. This smaller pattern right here. You see it? This smaller pattern emulates this entire massive thing right here. So the question is it going to hit here and then go into a reversal from there? That is a possibility. But if it doesn't, and I would even argue that this position right here, I think it's about 229, would be emulating this here. And the green candles is this channel moving up and then the drop down. So I'm leaning towards, with the news that we know about the markets, that this is whatever this pattern plays out will probably indicate what this macro pattern is going to do. And I would say that this is a crown. Prices respecting bullish overflow. I don't know what you mean by that. Like, this is, I would even argue that this is normal price correction from such a heavy pump up here to come back down 50%. But it did that. It had a hella bullish diamond bottom here, and it still broke structure and came down. It 247, and if you were a subscriber, I would have told you that we would hit 247 and come back down, or we would continue up and go to 280 depending on what Bitcoin did and the news. And 247 was your zone to take profits or exit depending on where you feel. And that's exactly where we hit. and then we came back down. Max 235 possible. Yeah, I think it could hit 235. That would be your exit. If you think the markets are going to just continue to go down, your exit point would be 235, or you can diamond hand the shit out of this thing. You know, that's on you. I can tell you, you know, where it's going to go depending on which direction, but I use the news to tell me which direction it's going to go. And that's why I'm accurate every single day, because I'm using the news to gauge that. And right now, the news is telling me we're going down, baby. Everyone trying to be right. I would argue that I ain't trying. Definitely not trying over here. What do you think, chat? Do you think I'm right? What do you think? What's up, Ivarez? Ivarez says he's always right. Amy says always. Always. Thank you. And you know what? Okay, I want to just back up here for a minute. Look me in the eyes here. Credit should be given where credit's due. I have a whole team backing me on this. The TA is 100% me. But as far as like the news goes and everything, I have a whole team helping support that system here. So that's part of where the accuracy comes from, is fact checking everything and getting down to the bottom of everything. Because we have the fact checker on staff. We have separate journalists. I have a far right journalist. I have a far left journalist, and I have a centerline middle of the road journalist. And so we have no echo chambers. We have no, we're not just getting spoon fed the same things. And we're able to sift through that and find the truth. I love you're giving your team props to. So cool. Of course, man. They work hard here. They work hard. No one is in today. It's just me today. Everybody got a long weekend for the holiday weekend. I actually let everybody go 15 minutes early last night, unbeknown to me, because in the middle of the live, they come up, they're like, hey, can we go home now? Like, because I thought we were already, because I anticipated that we were going to be running late. So I assumed that we were already over time, and I was like, yeah, go home or whatever. And they tricked me. They got out of here 15 minutes early, but I'm glad. It being a holiday weekend and everything, get home, be with your family. I'm just doing this. I'll be barbecue. Actually, the barbecue is running right now. I'm just not cooking on it. Do you pay fees on TradeLocker? I don't use TradeLocker. But yeah, the team is what helps support and make us so accurate here. And that's why you guys want to be watching this show. You want to be following. You want to be subscribed, because it's more than just a guy with his phone pointed at a screen talking whatever he wants to say. That's the main thing to take from here. This is a legitimate show. Actually, by the way, we are finally incorporated with LLC. I forget what the name of it is. I think it's Oz the Crypto Goat Media LLC. Let me double check. Where is it here? Yeah, Oz the Crypto Goat Media LLC. Isn't that awesome? So we're fully incorporated. We have staff here. Going down, but we'll be back up. I don't know, man. This is bad. We're going to drop anymore. I think we could recover a little bit, but we could drop dramatically. You know, they say sell in May, go away. That goes the saying. And with tariffs on top of it, and we're going to watch a video right now. I'm going to enlighten you as to why not only I've been thinking this, but this guy put it together in a great way for you to understand. So, you know, you guys can kind of get it. I'm going to panic. Can someone let me know if I should sell? I think you should hold a little bit longer, but if you're scared and you think that things are not looking so good, I think we could recover to 232 to 235 and then get out. But I think we already hit 232. So if it continues to drop and it doesn't go back to 235, you could be cooked. Let's go in the 1 hour and see what it do. But as you can see, we're getting closer to this blue line, and I would expect that when we hit this blue line, that's when we would come back up to about 233 to 235, and possibly, you know, more. But this blue line right here will be resistance. And that's at about 235 here. And that would be Saturday, possibly. So sometime tomorrow in the morning, it could potentially. I thought this all Kai sent fault. He told me to buy 3 hours ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you got to be careful with these other creators. Bull run over for XRP. I mean, I don't think it's going to see all-time highs again. But the bull run is not over. It's just going to have major pullbacks and then more pushes. AV says congrats. What are you saying congrats about? I forgot. Oh, the LLC incorporation. Yeah. We're incorporated. As you know, I is another part of the staff that we have here. I have legal. So we deal with appeals, and I'm just waiting for the lawsuits to come in, especially from breaking my NDA. So I have a prepaid legal staff handling everything. So we're getting incorporated. I've started a trust for all my goodies, and getting everything prepared for my demise. Because I'll tell you what, they do away with people like me. All right, so let's watch this video. Let's bring a little bit of understanding. This is a repost. Let's see, is it? I think it's this one.
Prepare to be blown away.
And mind you, credit should be given where credit's due. Danny Gibson sent me this, and this is what we've been talking. But I would say that there's a potential to be bearish right now, and you should be concerned with the tariffs. And watch this video. This video is going to explain a lot of what I feel. This guy is basically just saying everything that I've been saying over the last several months, but he's breaking it down in a way, in someone else's words, and it's good to hear things from different people. Awakened Mermaid Healer, thank you for the heart me. Don't forget, guys, the best way that you can help the show is by sending a heart me. We need those heart me's coming in. So thank you very much. But let's take a minute to listen to this guy and see what he's got to say.
I'm going to connect some dots for you in this video that involve this guy, it involves the Federal Reserve, it involves the tariffs, and it involves the stock market. And nobody is talking about this, so please listen up. So you'll all be aware about the tariffs. He's just slapped them on the European Union, Canada, China, Mexico. Is there another country around the world he's not tariffing? And he spun this like he's trying to level the playing field and stop America getting ripped off. There is a bigger play going on here, and your mind is going to be blown. Check this out. So this year, the US needs to refinance, in about 7 months, $9.2 trillion worth of debt. It needs to refinance. The debt is maturing. Currently, the interest rates with the Fed are quite high, and this is a problem. This guy's background is property, and property includes refinancing, and he understands finance costs and how dilapidating high finance costs can be. What he's done with the tariffs, intentionally I believe, is to crash the stock market. The stock market, the Dow Jones, is crashing. Investors are absolutely panicking. It's the same in the cryptocurrency market. Cryptocurrency markets crashed. They've bounced a little bit, but they're on a downward trend. Now, what happens when investors are flooding out of the stock market, out of equities? Where do they go? They will go into things like gold, silver, but they will also go into things like government bonds. So as investors flood out of the stock market and into government bonds, what happens then? This drives down the yield on bonds. It drives down the return on bonds. So when the return and the yield on bonds decreases, on government bonds decreases, what does this do? It forces the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates, which up to this point it's been resistant to do. Trump administration's been putting pressure on the Federal Reserve to lower interest rates for a while, and it's been resistant. However, the Federal Reserve is the government's bank. That's where the government goes to borrow money. So if the Federal Reserve knows that the government which is a private corporation, by the way, it knows that the US government needs to refinance all of this debt, why would it lower rates? It's going to resist until the US needs to refinance. So I believe what you're seeing is a huge game. What you're seeing is the biggest game of high-stakes poker the world has ever seen, with about 1.7 trillion that's come out of the stock market and the crypto market. 1.7 trillion per hand. It's the biggest high-stakes poker game you've ever seen between Donald Trump, his administration, and the Federal Reserve. And the idea is to collapse the stock market, to cause investors to come out, go into government bonds, and then those government bond yields come down, forces the US Federal Reserve to lower its interest rates, and the US can refinance
Yes,
its $9 trillion debt. So my belief is what you're going to see is the markets completely soften. The US Federal Reserve is going to capitulate. It's going to lower its interest rate. The US will refinance all of its debt on a lower interest rate. And then you're going to see
Calvin?
an bounce in the
Thanks for
markets
coming
like
through.
you've never seen before. Forget the moon,
The
forget
actual
Valhalla.
Calvin is
This
in the
stuff is
chat.
going
Thank you for coming
outside
through,
of
buddy.
this dimension. And buckle up, ladies and gentlemen, because Big Balls is at the table. Anyway, take care, stay blessed, eyes and ears open, as always. Prepare to be blown away. I'm going to connect.
So, yeah. Did you guys catch that? This is a possibility. This is 4D chess happening. And it makes perfect sense. This is what I've been trying to explain over the last couple of months to you guys, that this is all intentional. The dropping of the stock market, it pumping back up and dropping back down, the volatility, the wars, everything. First of all, one thing you also need to understand is that whenever there's a major global shift in history, it's happened and it's repeated itself hundreds of times, if not thousands of times. It repeats itself over and over. Anytime there is a major global economic power shift, it results in war. And that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing the shift not just in the financial sector, but also with technology, AI, all this stuff. It all boils down to we are headed for a major conflict globally. Civilization has always destroyed themselves too, but humans now say, no way, not us. Oh, so true. Guinea Marie is so smart. I'm glad to have you on the team here, Guinea Marie. It's always a pleasure having you on. One of these days, I got to have you on as a guest and you can speak. You can come on today if you want. It's a bit of a slow news day, so I'm going to be opening the floor to people that want to come on and talk a little bit. We can talk about things that Mega and I talked about yesterday, whatever you guys want to talk about. But let's go over some gifts. Guinea Marie sent ice cream and sent a confetti, Awakened Mermaid Healer with a heart me, AV with a heart me, Censored by TikTok with a heart me, Jessica Puentes with the heart me. And by the way, when you send those heart me's and you send them consistently, like throughout the live, you are earning points, not only for me, but for the live, but you're also earning points for yourself. And it will give you coins that you earn so that you can send gifts without having to even pay for them. So when you send the heart me every single live, it will pay off for you and it will pay off for the show. It will just grow this exponentially. So let me turn the lights back on. We were a little dark and ominous there. But yeah, today's a red day, so we got the red lights on. I'm wearing a red shirt. It's a red day. Got the red beard, but always got the red beard on because I'm super bearish. If I think we're going to the moon, I might shave the freaking beard off. We'll go with a little a twisty mustache. If I think we're going up, we'll do a curly mustache for a move upward. Maybe. XRP be a Head and Shoulders at 163. I agree. I think it's more of a crown than a Head and Shoulders, but it's the same pattern. It's the same thing. This is very Frito Bandito stash. You know, I had the twisty mustache and I went to go get a haircut. I was like, hey, I'm going to be on camera. I need a haircut, but I need you to, and I was very specific of what I wanted. And she cut my mustache off. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I cut my own hair now. I was just drawing patterns and accidentally drew a Head and Shoulders. Yeah, exactly. Dude, that's how it's done, man. That's all I'm doing is I'm looking at these charts and I'm doing that in my mind. But yeah, get on to TradingView and do the same thing because you're going to see things I don't see, and things Mega doesn't see. You know, me and Mega, we confer back and forth in each other's lives constantly because he sees the charts a different way. I see them a different way, and we collaborate together and we are able to become more accurate that way. But look at this. Look at this. That is a Head and Shoulders, baby. And that would line up with falling down here, bumping up off this line, coming back up, and then hitting this line and coming back down. Look at, I think it's time to extend this line, actually. So it would potentially... Oh, shoot, I got rid of the dang line. There it is. So it would potentially... Let's get rid of that. And let's draw it out with this. Okay? It would potentially come down here, bounce back up here. I need to get the Head and Shoulders pattern. I'm probably going to just pay for this and come back down. I don't even think it'll go that high, to be honest with you. I need to get the Head and Shoulders pattern drawer. Let me do it with the pen here. But it would come down, come up, do something like that. And that's a nasty Head and Shoulders. It looks like our ghost. The ghost is back. Did you not notice that the ghost is back? The magnet is back. This magnet right here is strong. And I'm gonna even lower it. So I had it right here. I'm gonna bring it down even lower because I think it's gonna be more magnetic to this bottom line or this one. If it breaks below this line right here, expect it to come down and touch this one, and that's at that 205. And if it does that, I would expect it to obviously have a price correction, but I would say that more than likely it is back in this downward trend. AV says, so awesome. What's awesome? Different perspectives leads to better accuracy. Yes, and that's why we're working with collaborating with other creators, and we're growing in the community, because the idea is to find the truth. No worries, AV. No worries. But we're truth seekers. If you're in this show, you're a truth seeker. You're seeking out information and knowledge. And that's what this show's about. I'm not here to hype anything. I'm not here to spoon feed you moon cheese. I want to give you facts and allow you to make the decision for yourself. Censored by TikTok with 10 goats. Thank you very much. Don't forget the heart me's, guys. Heart me's are the best thing that you can send. And obviously subscribing. If you're not a deluxe subscriber, I highly recommend it. AV says, Jessica, yes, I was commenting on you and Mega collaborating. Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. I see what you're talking about. But yeah, Mega, he's a smart cookie too. And let me tell you, he has grown quite a bit. I think he's still, he's a bit of a diamond hander, and that's fine. He, let him do that, and don't hate anybody because that's what they think. And I guess you could say I'm a bit of a diamond hander, but I'm also not blind, and my entire livelihood is riding on my trades. So I get it. He's accumulating. In his mind, he believes that $2 is about the bottom, maybe, which is great. I'm always going to hold some XRP. Always. Just like I'm always going to hold fart coin, just so that I can say I'm holding a fart. It's funny. It's great. Same with XRP. But I am also not blind to what could possibly be going on with XRP. So I want to look into things that could potentially be even more lucrative. That's why we're looking into real world assets. That's why we're into Ondo and we're into Algo. Okay. Because we want real world assets, but we also want low market cap, potential to do 10x, 50x, 100x returns, and not just 10%, 10x, maybe 3x, because XRP is already kind of X'd out. I don't think it's really got much more in the tank. If it does all these crazy pipe dreams that everyone's saying, I'll be the first to admit that I was wrong. But we're talking about trillions of dollars needing to flow into XRP for the price just to get to like $4 or $5. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Or maybe it's not trillions, it's like billions. See, I don't have the fact checker right now. Man, I need a fact checker. I'm so spoiled. Holiday weekend, and I'm spoiled now. I miss my staff right now. It's just me today. IT guys off, fact checkers are off, journalism's off, and great day to have the journalists off because it's a slow news day. There ain't too much, or maybe it's just because I missed something in the news, but I did find some stuff. And speaking of that, that's a great segue into, well, actually, do you guys want to do the news, or do you guys want to see some more of this information? I would call it TikTormation. It's TikTormation because it's all from TikTok. They're saying more XRP is being burned up through all the transactions, hence the moon cheese. But the thing is they keep releasing it every month. And XRP operates on fractions of an XRP to do transactions. It doesn't matter. Like, that's like when people are saying, oh, we're going to burn Shiba Inu to make it go to a penny per Shiba. It just can't happen. There's just so many. And let's just say at the burn rate things are burning right now, that with mass adoption, okay, comes into play based off the burn rate we have now. And let's just say that burn rate goes 100 times up. Let's do even more, 1,000 times more of a burn rate because of mass adoption around the world. It would still take decades for it to be enough to even affect the price. XRP is designed to be stable in its supply for over 1,000 years. Lately, I feel like XRP is the snake I keep petting and it bites me every time. Yeah, it's the snake that is living in your bed. It looks like a snake, doesn't it? You know, we need a snake emoji here. Boom. It looks like a snake. All right. A snake will sleep in its bed, in a bed with you, right? There's a story. There's a true story. So, kid had a pet snake, and it slept in the bed with the kid, right? And the snake would like stretch itself out really long and straight, and they thought something was wrong with it because it wasn't coiling up. And so they took it to the vet, and the vet says, oh, well, it's stretching itself out because it's preparing itself to grow to be big enough to eat the child. Drop is ISO globally being adopted in November. Thank you, Swift. Yeah, that's not happening. And first of all, ISO has nothing to do with crypto. ISO is just the way that banks communicate electronically, and there are some coins that are ISO compliant. TikTok seller says, Brad basically said, I pinky promise the case is dropped. Exactly. It's amazing that people believe the whole SWIFT banking system replacement stuff. They believe that they believe in the SEC proposal. It's just mind-boggling to me that people believe all this stuff. It's just incredible. I don't get it. When Ethereum pumps to 15-20K and it will happen, then XRP. I don't think we're going to have a meme coin altcoin season like you think. I think we'll have a bit of one. But first of all, I think Ethereum's cooked. Okay? They basically stated that they cannot operate on a global scale. There's not enough electricity in the world to power Ethereum on a global scale. Nobody... First of all, I trust no one, okay? Ethereum in 4 years, king, trust me. Yeah, no freaking way. No way. Ethereum is dead technology. BTC has no utility. I agree with you there on that one. Bitcoin's a meme coin. I get that. But Ethereum's utility is way too slow. And I believe what they're going to be using is CBDCs and stable coins. Jessica with the goat, censored by TikTok with the 10 goats, Avi with the 3 roses, Kodak with the heart me, Jessica with a heart me, censored by TikTok with a heart me, Avi with a heart me, thank you very much. Awakened Mermaid Healer with a heart me. So what we left with, no, it won't work only like that. I don't understand. What we're left with is like Solana, XRP Ledger, Hedera, Cardano. Those are the more than likely candidates to be used as something. But I don't believe it's going to be a one end-all be-all. It's going to be a more decentralized ecosystem of DeFi networks and blockchains. And XRP will 5x this cycle. It already did. It already did. Show me your data. Actually, Squalls, you want to come on and tell me why? I want to know. Show me your data. Give me a reason to believe, because I want to. I want to so bad. Pax or Squalls, I'm going to send you an invite. I'm going to send you an invite right now. Where are you at here? Oh, I don't see you. Come on, Squalls. Oh, crypto's definitely the future, but it's going to be CBDCs and RWAs. In my opinion, I don't know. Squalls, come on. I want to hear what you got to say. Also, Numiz Mac HR777, come on down. I'm gonna send you an invite. Let's make me a believer, please. Make me a believer, because I want to so bad. I want to sleep at night. No, you're good. That's what I thought. I don't know how to do it. So you would put yourself as a guest, multi-guest. Metrics. It's funny how everybody's willing to come in the chat, but you're not willing to get up here and speak and give me a reason. That's my main concern. Danny Gibson with the heart me, thank you very much. Censor or TikTok seller with the popular vote and the 9 roses, thank you very much. Squalls, bottom of the screen where it says guest, exactly. Check Trump's Truth Social. I don't believe anything Trump says either. Trump is full of nonsense. What's up, Danny Gibson? I played your video. Did you catch it? The video you sent me, I played in the live. Thank you for sending that my way. Came on and didn't even realize I was on. Yeah. Trump had dinner with 220 of his boyfriends. Yeah, basically it was a pay to play. Pay to play. Don't forget to send in those heart me's, guys. XYO, any good potential? Stick around, and towards the end of the show, I'll be going over all of those. But also, I need you to like, follow, subscribe, show some type of support to the show, and I'll do that for you for free. Otherwise, you got to become a subscriber. But Rusty Spokes, I got you. Just stick around, watch the show. Same with you, Rochester. We'll do that towards the end of the Shabak. Shab. Well, I'm gonna call you Shab. Shaba BC. Thank you for the heart me. Danny Gibson, thank you for the heart me. His top investors, don't forget you're playing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let's do a little TikTok journalism.
Holy smokes, you're not going to believe this, but
you know what the big joke is? It's not XRP you should be paying attention to. XRP has a $170 billion market cap. Do you understand that XRP will need another $170 billion just to double in price? So I'll say this to anybody who spams XRP across TikTok. Stop it. It's not XRP you should be paying attention to. It's RWA, and it's a coin called ZBCN.
Boom.
Right,
I've been looking into this.
market cap,
I'm about it.
70 million. Meaning it takes another 70 million to double. Once it hits $1 billion, it's a 10, 11x on your money. It's not XRP you should be paying attention to. If you want to benefit, you're going to look at ZBCN, you're going to go to its website and realize its utility, and you are going to wait patiently.
Real world assets.
Because you're on this one before it hits 100 million, 200 million, 300 million, $1 billion, $2 billion, $3 billion, $4 billion, $5 billion market cap. And do you know how that works? At 1 billion, it's an 11x. At 2 billion, it's a 22x.
ZBCN.
At 3 billion, it's a 33x, right? And so on, and so on, and so on. Peace and love. I'm out.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, ZBCN. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at ZBCN. And then I'll have a chat GPT come and fact check it for me. Yeah, Zebek, never mind, heard about this one. Yeah, we've been actually covering it a lot. The last few days has been big talk. It's the talk of the town. And you should be interested in it. Look at it on the 1 day. This is the 1 day. Every single day it is going up. Let's go into the 1 hour. Oh, hold on. This is the wrong one. Now, this one's on the Tether blockchain, so I'm not really into it as much. But look at that. This one cup and handled, and it played out beautifully. Even though everything else was going down, it still continues to go. Even today, it is still going. And I believe I told y'all to get in somewhere between 001 and somewhere around 001, 002 was your entry point. Hopefully you got in, and it took off. This was yesterday. We called this one, and look at it. The entire markets are down, but not this. Now be ready for a pullback. I'm mad I didn't listen. I got busy. SXT failed. SXT did not. It failed its cup and handle, and it's broken. And it's in a downward trend. However, I would say that this one, with all this buy pressure it's got right here, it could potentially get a reversal. But I'm probably going to move my SXT once it does pump again. I'd say it should hit 15 cents again. Just be patient. But yeah, Zebek is not on Coinbase. So that's another red flag for me, it being on the Tether network. I don't like to touch anything that's Tether. That's why I'm more into Ondo and Algo. But this is very low market cap. But I would say that it's getting potentially to the top. But if it gets up here to 003 zone, where it's at, and flags, it's going to skyrocket quickly. Yeah, we'll look at Algo for sure. I got you on Algo. Algo is probably the one that I'm watching the closest right now for my entry point. I've been watching Algo since the crypto summit. It came onto my radar, and I'm all about it. Look at that. Beautiful. It's about to come back down. I would say this is kind of like a double top, which should bring it down to about 20 cents. But it also could be potentially a little head and shoulders thing here. And it could come down more. I'm keeping my eye on this one. As soon as this one comes down to 17 to 15 cents, I'm buying all of it. All of it. I don't even care if it could come down to 10 cents. If it comes down to 10 cents, I'm just going to buy more. This is, I wouldn't say this is an upward trend. What this is a ascending broadening wedge, which is a bearish formation. It could potentially have one more in it. I don't think so. I think it's about to break down, and everything is showing this right now. This ascending broadening wedge is very bearish. So everything is about to drop, and that's great. And like I said, everything potentially had one more pump left in it, and we got that yesterday. We got that pump yesterday. And if you came back here, you could even argue that this is a ascending channel, just as bearish, same thing. I will look at more projects at the end of the show, so stick around. And if you wait till the end of the show, I will look at any project you like for free. But if you want me to look at it now, you got to be a subscriber. What's up, Henry? Moon cheese, baby. Moon cheese. I agree. Let's put a little slice of cheese up here. Boom. Not this one, though. This is Algo. We're going to actually put a moon up here. Algo will go to the moon eventually. Give it time. Any medical sector projects you can recommend? No, I mainly do crypto here. I thought about doing the only one that I will tell you, baby, Lockheed Martin. You better get into Lockheed Martin before it's too late. You're going to get priced out on that one. That one's like buying Nvidia right now. Nvidia and Algo. And you know what? That brings me to the next video here. We're doing a little bit of TikTok.
Trump is literally giving you all the clues you need to buy the right stock for the next 5 or 10 years, and I'm going to prove it to you. There's one thing that Trump is prioritizing that's going to help set the United States up for the next couple of decades, and that's a project that he's working on called the Stargate Project. And what the Stargate Project is it's a venture plan of investing $500 million into AI infrastructure in the United States by 2029. See, he wants to make the United States global leaders in the AI industry. And when he announced this project in the White House, you'll notice there were 3 guys in suits standing next to him. But why is that important? Remember, I told you that in my private investing community, we keep our eyes on details like this because they tell a story. So let me put you on game to who these 3 gentlemen are and why they're standing next to Donald Trump. That first guy you see up there is Larry Ellison, and he's currently the CEO of Oracle. And yes, you can buy Oracle stock. The next guy you saw up there was Masayoshi Son, and he's the CEO of SoftBank. And the last guy you saw up there was Sam Altman. He's the CEO of OpenAI, also known as ChatGPT. But if you thought there were only 3 main players in that Stargate project game, you'd be wrong. Because they're building a whole Stargate data center in the UAE, and that's going to also include NVIDIA and Cisco Systems. So Trump just gave you 4 no-brainer stock calls that you can invest into for the next 5 to 10 years. SoftBank, Oracle, NVIDIA, and Cisco Systems. But I didn't put ChatGPT in here because they're a private company. So these are little cues that I've helped members of my private wealth building community pick up on, because if they can recognize something like this before the crowd gets into a stock, now they've built wealth for themselves before the public even knew what was going on. Trump is literally giving you all the clues you need to buy the right stock for the next 5.
Yeah, so AI, baby. NVIDIA is going to be a big one. Big Baller threw that one out a few days ago. Hopefully you got into it. Neo sent 20 goats. Henry sent a goat. AV sent a goat. Neo with the heart me. Flyboys with 2 TikToks. Zizix with the heart me. Thank you very much. Appreciate the support. We reached our goal for the heart me's. Let's move on to some goats, baby. We got 22 out of 100 goats. One more here. One more here to watch.
Absolutely huge, massive, monster, giant, fantastic news happened yesterday at the summit, yet they haven't really made any noise about it. That is weird. It's possibly one of the best pieces of news any of us could have hoped for, yet they seem to have just slipped it out silently, which is just, what is going on? They don't want it to pump, because this news here, if people had their heads around this, and the whole of social media was talking about it, which I'm sure they will over time, it'll take a while to trickle through, is huge. They have reversed the Biden era regulations for banks to do with crypto. What? Legally, banks in America now do these 3 things. They can be validators on public networks. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. It's some technical geeky stuff to do with blockchains. They can also be the custody of crypto for customers, which basically means they can hold crypto, the bank can hold crypto on behalf of their customers. The third thing is they can legally hold stable coins. This news is giant because it will be trillions of dollars going into the crypto market. This isn't just good news for XRP, it's good news for the whole of crypto. So the question has to be asked, with such a massive piece of news silently trickled out instead of coming out with a fanfare which would have sent crypto going boom today, why? Why have they released it in this way? It is pure market manipulation, because this news here is bigger than any of us could have even hoped for. If you hold one of the cryptos that could be used by the banks, like XRP, in my opinion, it is the most bullish news we have had for a very long time. But the silence on it is deafening. Let me know in the comments what you're thinking about this, because...
Okay. Why would they keep that under wraps? Why would they not... why would they kind of sweep it under the rug? You know what it tells me? That tells me that the sentiment of them crashing the markets on purpose is probably true. Yeah, so they can buy cheap, but also I think it has to do with refinancing the debt. They want the markets to crash, not just the crypto market, but all markets to crash. They want people to move their money from the market into treasuries. And that's good, because you know what? We're going to be prepared. The markets will crash and we'll buy in at the bottom, because we're not diamond handing the shit out of this stuff. We are looking to trade. We're looking to make money here, and we're going to be prepared. Neo with the 20 goats, censored by TikTok with 25 goats. Thank you very much. We are almost to our goat goal. We got 47 out of 100 goats. So, yeah. By the way, anybody that wants me to look at a project for you, stick around, watch the show, and at the end of the show, I will go over all those projects for you for free, or you can subscribe and I'll look at it right now. So as a subscriber, you get that priority. Otherwise, you got to wait till the end of the show. So stick around. What's up, me cheeky? Finally, you're here. I know we be chatting all the time, but I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. So glad to have you. So when are you selling? I already sold. I'm looking for the low so that I can buy up all the algo I can buy. So yeah, if you want me to look at a project for you at no charge, just stick around till the end. Otherwise, you got to become a subscriber to get that. Get it right now. So, it's $2, whatever. It helps support the show. So become a subscriber. And as a deluxe subscriber, you get access to my daily price point videos, and you get access to coaching with me one-on-one. You can message me directly. You missed a little bit, me cheeky, but don't worry. The lives are all recorded and you can go back and watch them on YouTube. By the way, you asked me about that last night, I believe. That was you I was talking with. Those are uploaded to YouTube now, so you can go check out those lives. So remember, we are on YouTube for all the recordings. That's Oz the Crypto Goat, all lowercases, no spaces. You can find us on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. All right, so let's read some news, huh? You missed how low XRP is going. Stick around. I will go over that one more time. But it's one of those things where we don't know how low it's going to go. I can tell you short term how low it's going to go, but I believe that the markets are going to crash. Make sure you take profits or do what you need to do. But there's a saying that goes, sell in May, go away. It has been since the beginning of time. Memorial Day weekend is when the markets just start going down, and they continue to go down till about end of July. So I would assume that we're going to be moving down for a while. Don't forget, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, and let's read some news, baby. We got some news today, and we got some fake news to go over as well. All is going down till end of July. That's a possibility, yes. And that goes for the stock market as well. The only thing I'm leaving in is my Lockheed Martin, baby. I'm holding that forever. I bought that at the low. It'll never go that low. Go that low again, and it is going to go like crazy. If you haven't bought Lockheed Martin yet, it is still bottomed out. You've got maybe a month or two left to accumulate on that one. Okay, Brazilian financial institution Brasa Group launches dollar stablecoin on the XRP ledger. Brasa Group, one of the largest financial groups in Brazil, unveiled USDB, a dollar-pegged stablecoin issued on top of the XRP ledger, currently available to its institutional customers. The token will be available for regular customers through the group's app starting in May. So that's as of today. This is live. So there are stable coins on the XRP ledger right now. And there's another one. XRP ledger gets its first MiCA regulated Euro stablecoin. XRP ledger enters the MiCA era with its first fully compliant Euro stablecoin, unlocking institutional-grade Euro payments, stablecoin utility, and real-world asset tokenization. That's pretty cool. What is the accumulation coin? Lockheed Martin. LMT, I believe it is. I've been talking about that one. I told you guys about that one months ago, and it pumped this week because the Golden Dome, I told you that information was going to come out, And it happened. And it's just getting started. It's still, you bought that a few weeks ago. Good for you. Remember, it is the stock market, so you're not going to see the gains like you see in crypto, but that's one to hold on to. I would just be accumulating that one over the next, I don't know, 5 years. Every time it dips, buy it. That's where I'm at. That one will bring you stability. You know, you don't have to worry about that one crashing. It already crashed and it's at its bottom. It may correct a little bit, but that's more of one to maybe not trade so much. Yeah, you can trade it, but that one is going to grow exponentially over time. We're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars being pumped into Lockheed Martin by the U.S. government. And you have to understand, they're going to build the infrastructure, okay? And there will be money to be made from investing in the infrastructure, but what would you if we're going to war, what would you rather invest into? Guns or bullets? You want to buy bullets, man. Because they're going to use the bullets, right? And they have to build stockpiles of bullets to go along with it. And we're talking about the largest missile defense system in history. See, man, remember I said about XRP a while back, and now all these stable coins now for different areas. Yes, I think stable coins is going to be everything. Everything is going to be stable coins. This is from Cointelegraph. XRP price fails to respond to two extremely bullish developments. Here's why.
XRP price fails to respond to two extremely bullish developments. Here is why. Key takeaways. The SEC's decision on a spot XRP ETF could ignite a significant rally. The current $2.2 billion in XRP futures hints at growing institutional investor demand. The two most bullish events ever imagined by XRP advocates happened in 2025, but XRP continues to underperform the cryptocurrency market. On March 6, XRP was listed as a candidate for the United States Digital Asset Reserve, and Ripple Labs settled a multi-year-long complaint with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on May 8. XRP/USD, Blue, versus crypto market capitalization. Source, TradingView, Cointelegraph. XRP fell 6% in the 3 months leading up to May 22, while overall crypto market capitalization rose 10%. Traders remain hopeful for a 45% rally to $3.50, with derivatives metrics signaling rising confidence. Leverage use ramps up ahead of potential spot XRP ETF listing. The aggregate open interest on XRP futures on major exchanges jumped to 923 million XRP on May 22, up 31% from 2 weeks prior. The $2.2 billion position in futures markets signals growing interest from traders, but it is not necessarily bullish, as those instruments can also be used to speculate on the XRP price downside. XRP futures open interest on major exchanges, XRP. Source, Coin, Glass. Some traders argue that the increased demand for leveraged XRP positions indicates growing institutional interest, especially as multiple issuers filed for a spot XRP exchange-traded fund (ETF) listing in the U.S. However, the final decision by the U.S. SEC should be made in October. Excessive demand for bullish leveraged XRP causes a positive funding rate, meaning longs, buyers, are the ones paying the carry cost. As cryptocurrency traders are generally optimistic, a 7% to 14% annualized funding rate is expected in neutral markets, while periods of FOMO can push the indicator above 50%. XRP futures annualized funding rate. Source, Levitas.ch. The annualized funding rate jumped to 19% on May 22, nearing the highest levels in 6 months. Still, the current optimism level is nowhere near the 100% annualized funding rate from December 4, 2024, which followed an impressive 7-day rally to $2.90 from $1.33. Far from being bearish, the current level leaves room for bullish positioning on XRP futures markets. Related, which senators invest in crypto? 11 lawmakers have blockchain-related investments. Favorable regulation opens the door for new partnerships and acquisitions. Part of the limited XRP price upside can be explained by the multiple rejections of U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis, chair of the U.S. Congress Digital Assets Subcommittee, to meet Ripple representatives. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse asked on May 19 that the lawmaker reconsider and be a leader for all of crypto, and discuss how to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. There is nothing stopping XRP from hitting $3.50 or even higher, as Ripple Labs is no longer facing direct threats from regulators, which paves the way for partnerships and acquisitions. Historically, XRP has reacted very positively following those announcements, and the $2.2 billion futures open interest could help catapult XRP price above the current $3.25 all-time high. This article is for general information purposes and is not intended to be and should not be taken as legal or investment advice. The views.
All right. Rusty Spokes, thank you for subscribing. I got you, buddy. Let's check out XYO. XYO. Let's check it out. We'll do this one. XYO. XYO on Coinbase US dollar looks good. Okay. I think there's a potential for it to come down to 1 cent, and I would say probably around 1 cent. And that would probably be the bottom, but the bottom I would say is probably closer to 0.008. But yeah, this looks promising, dude. Let's see, when did it pump? In November? I would say mid-July, this thing could be down even as low as 0.007. And that would be your accumulation zone. That is if we continue to move down. Sell in May, go away. I would be accumulating in May. I'd be accumulating through the months of June and July at the low prices. You know, wait a month or so, give it time to get down there. And yeah, this looks good. This looks promising. XYO, US dollar. I think it has the potential to pump 50% of its initial pump, and that would be somewhere around this zone right here where it double topped. And I would say go for the lower candle. 2 cents. Okay. I think it could do minimum of 2 cents. And there's a potential for it to do even more of almost 3. I would say about 3 would probably be the top. So yeah, this looks promising. Good eye, Rusty Spokes. Good eye. Definitely check out this one. This one could be a good return for you. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate you very much. Don't forget, as a subscriber, you get access to my daily price point videos. So I post those every single day, mainly for like XRP and SXT. But we will be branching that out into Algo and Ondo. But if you're looking to day trade any of those coins as a subscriber, you're going to have access to that. And we have been nailing the price action every single day to fractions of a cent, man. Fractions of a cent. So take advantage of that. See how it works for you. And I guarantee your subscription is going to pay for itself. And if you become a deluxe subscriber, you can message me directly and I will technical analysis any coin you want any given day, because I can't be live all the time, you know. So however, I am off on the weekends. So if you are going to ask for some TA on the weekends, just send me a little donation and we're good. Couple bucks, whatever. I got you. So take advantage of that and do some trading with XRP, man, because I think XRP's got some good volatility that is useful. But we've been nailing XRP to the cent every single day. So if you're looking to day trade, you're going to do very well. Everybody, chat, chime in right now. Let Rusty Spokes know because he's new to the community. Give him a little assurance and let him know how good we've all been doing. And those of you who take advantage of the deluxe subscription, let him know how well I take care of you guys, and we grow as a community here. Nate is one of those that takes full advantage of it. TikTok seller as well. TikTok seller says he calls it to the cent. It's insane. 95% accurate. Jessica says, I was saved from losing money pulling out before the drop. Yeah, Zebek, baby. I agree. Zebek's doing great. TikTok seller with the 7 Oz. Nate with the heart me. Nate with the goat. And TikTok seller with 24 goats. Thank you very much. And Rusty Spokes for subscribing. Thank you very much. Glad to have you on board. Natix Network is next. Do you think so? Stick around to the end and I will go over that for you. And we'll do a little TA on it for sure. But also, you can always just subscribe and I'll put you at the top of the list. I appreciate all you that subscribe. Everybody that subscribes stays a subscriber. We've had over 70 plus subscribers. Deluxe subscribed. Everyone that deluxe subscribes sticks around and renews their subscription every month because it pays for itself. Censored by TikTok says deluxe and email subscribers get notified even at 3 a.m. Yeah. When the markets are going to do something, you're going to know it before it happens. Narrowpathic says, I already subscribed. I think you followed. Don't forget, following is not the same as subscribing. So you're going to click the little star with the circle around it and subscribe that way. Once you're subscribed, it'll notify me. Yo, what happened to the market? I just looked at my bag. Even has dropped. I know. We're going to get to that. We got 2 more articles, and then we're going to talk about it. But this is important, so stick around. We'll get into that. What do you do when you go down on mostly everything? Me personally, that doesn't happen to me. I think in the last 10 years, I haven't taken a loss. I don't even use stop losses because I'm that freaking good, man. What do I recommend? I recommend waiting. If you're, not financial advice, but you may want to consider exiting the market over the next couple months and then getting back in at the low. And just take a little loss, put it back in at the right spot, and you'll be good. But I'll tell you what, if you're struggling with that, become a deluxe subscriber. It's going to help you. I can help you directly. You can message me directly, and I can help coach you. So I offer coaching with my deluxe subscription. So take advantage of that, Queen Bee. It will pay for itself. And I'll tell you what right now, if you don't start making money within the first month, cancel it. But I promise you will renew. Everyone does. We are growing our bags like crazy. So don't miss out on that opportunity. Help her out, chat. Queen Bee, chat, let her know that she's in good hands. Or I don't know if you're a she or a he or whatever. I'm assuming because queen. But I guess guys can be queens too. Yes, queen. But yeah, chat, let her know she's in good hands. He, she, it, whatever. Goats be nimble. Be nimble. Heck yeah. Goats be bouncing, catching the bounces. All right, so let's read this article. The fake news is ridiculous, okay? Trump signs executive order aimed at easing regulations on expanding nuclear energy. And if you saw the markets today, everything was down except for stocks on nuclear energy. So we'll watch a little video about it for a second here, but this is fake news. I want you all to be aware that this is fake news. But understand that if you are into those projects, you may want to take profits because we're going into sell and may go away. I think it's all intentional. Certain stocks, they need to go up, and certain ones they need to go down.
A federal judge has blocked the Trump administration from taking action against Harvard. Yesterday, Trump barred the university from...
Oh, this ain't it. Never mind. Okay. So, Trump signs executive order aimed at easing regulations on expanding nuclear energy production. President Donald Trump on Friday signed 4 executive orders aimed at easing regulations on expanding the production of nuclear energy. The executive orders aim to reform nuclear energy research at the Department of Energy, clear the path to allow the Energy Department to build nuclear reactors and federally owned land, overhaul the nuclear regulatory commissions, and expand uranium mining and enrichment in the U.S. Okay. However, here's the real news. This is from Globe and Mail. Nuclear energy stocks soar as Trump prepares executive order. Prepares. Okay, look at this. Was written May 23rd at 1:27 p.m. And this was written May 23rd at 11:15 a.m. So this was written first, and this was written after. Reuters has reported that President Trump is planning to sign an executive order to speed up the permitting and construction of nuclear energy plants in the U.S. as early as today. The markets didn't question and simply bid up nuclear stocks today. As a result, anything related to nuclear energy was up big. And here's a list of them. Okay. OKLO, LEU, NNE, SMR, UUU, and UEC. All right. What we know right now, as of this writing at 1:30 p.m., there is no executive order signed. Boom! There it is right there. There it is. That's the truth. This is fake news. Trump signs executive orders. No executive orders have been signed. They lie to you. That's all they do, is they lie to manipulate the markets, get things to go the way they want them to go. But we're smart. So if you were in nuclear technologies, you may want to take profits, because the saying goes, sell and may go away. I think they need those prices up higher for nuclear than other things, but they haven't signed any order. There's no executive order signed, and the most we have is reporting from Reuters. It says the order would invoke the Defense Production Act and direct the Departments of Energy and Defense to speed up the construction of new nuclear reactors. But there is nothing signed, no confirmation. This is total fake news. And look at how the markets react to the fake news. How do you think the markets will react once they find out it's BS and the markets are about to tank because we're going into going into June? Think about it. Think about it long and hard, okay? They do all this stuff on purpose. Let's see here. Let's read what chat has to say here. What do you think when you down... Okay, Zebic is having a field day. Oh, yeah, Zebic's doing great. And we called that yesterday. Yesterday, it was coming down. It had pumped, and it started pulling back. And I told everybody, hey, this is going to pump. It's going to pump, baby. And sure enough, it did. And hopefully you got some. You took my advice, and you all did well. Hopefully. Because I'll tell you what, those who follow my advice are getting rich quick. I'm 36 years old, guys, and I've retired off of day trading and crypto. I do long-term trading. I do short-term trading. I do, whatever works for me. GRT short-term. Sure, I got you, buddy. And remember, if you want me to look at a stock or project for you, all you got to do is be a subscriber, and I'll do that for you, no problem. Or wait till the end of the show, and I'll do it for free. GRT. Natix Network, please, says Neuropathic. You got to become a subscriber, buddy. Or come on, wait till the end of the show. Did you see all of your Zebic? Oh, yeah. Did I sell all of my Zebic? Heck no. Not yet. I take profits. I'm accumulating moon bags right now is what I'm doing. So I'm looking for low prices, entry points, taking profits as it goes, but leaving a little bit in there for just in case and reinvesting my profits back in at the low. GRT. Oh, the graph. I own this one. Good eye, TikTok seller. I own this one. I got this one a long time ago. This is the same, man, as everything. It's this ascending, broadening channel. So it's probably going to break down with the news. It just depends on what Bitcoin does. Moon cheese for moon bags. Heck yeah. I got myself a bag of moon cheese. And waiting to see. Neuropathic. If you want me to look at that project, all you got to do is become a subscriber. But I'll tell you what, right now, as a subscriber, it will pay for itself. If it doesn't, then maybe you should upgrade to deluxe subscription and let me help coach you, and then it definitely will pay for itself. Obviously, we can't guarantee anything in markets, but we can grow like crazy. What's up, Mega Crypto? What's the top moon cheese 5 on what? What project? I bought Zebic at 003, not up much. That's all right. I think if you take advantage of coaching, you're gonna be able to regain any losses you've had. So highly recommend it. Chat, help them out. Him, her, I don't know. Help them out and let them know that they're in good hands and that I will take good care of them. Because I'll tell you what, like Guinea Marie was is probably the most growth out of anyone that I coach, and she is one of the top donators of the show. She's donated hundreds and hundreds of dollars to the show, and is just killing it. She's going on vacation with all the money she made just this week. So congratulations to Guinea Marie. Jump on that train. You know, you have an opportunity, Queen Bee, to grow right now, not only as a person, as a trader, but also to seek out the truth, because that's what we're here for. We're truth seekers, and we're a tight community about looking out for each other and growing financially, and as people that are not misled. That's the main thing, is not being misled, not being fed moon cheese. So highly recommend it, Queen Bee. Obviously, I'm going to recommend it. I'm hoping that chat will jump in and let Queen Bee know that she's in good hands. Queen Bee says, sometimes it is okay to take a loss and get in low and wait to take profit. TikTok Seller says, I recommend it. And the free email list. I know, right? Don't forget, chat. The email alert system is free if you sign up now. Get on the list and enjoy a free month so that you can try it out. And you will see that it's totally worth it, because TikTok is not notifying people when I'm posting those videos. So this way you can customize your own alerts through your email, and you can set your own ring or alert so that way you know. Make sure it's never silent, because I do post things at 3 a.m. sometimes where I'm like, hey, it's about to do something crazy, or it's about to crash. Make sure this and that. I'm there to help you. I suffer from terrible insomnia, so I only sleep about 4 hours a day at the most. So I'm watching these charts like 20 hours a day. I was hit by a drunk driver, so I'm not very physically active. So I sit here at my desk most of the time, and I'm just watching the charts. The Philip Powers subscribed. Thank you so much for subscribing. Much appreciation. And take advantage of all the perks that you get from that. Because I'll tell you what, those who take advantage of it grow very quickly. And it's all going to pay for itself. Everyone that subscribes, especially those that deluxe subscribe, they continually subscribe with no question about it. After they subscribe for a month, they renew for 3 to 6 months every time. Everyone does. And don't forget, Philip, send me I don't know if you deluxe subscribed or not. Oh, yes, you did. Okay. So, Philip, send me a direct message on my page with your email, and I will get you on the email alert system. No charge. Yes, sir. I will be bugging the shit out of you for coaching. I'm new to this. I got you, buddy. I got you. Remember, I am coaching 75 different people right now. So I'm receiving hundreds of messages a day, but you will be addressed every single day. I will take care of you. And but also remember patience. Generally, the first lesson that everybody learns through the coaching is patience, okay? You're not going to learn everything you need to learn from me in one day. Okay, this takes time. And that's why you want to continue to renew your subscriptions, because it's more than just training. It's muscle memory. It's mind control. It's emotion control. You are going to grow not only as a trader, but as a human being in such a way of strong mental fortitude here, because that's where it really comes down to, is having strong mental fortitude. I would say that everybody that's a deluxe subscriber and takes the coaching, you are my Padawans. We are Jedis. All right, we are crypto trading Jedis. Jessica says I can attest to that. Yeah, there's several of you that are just like my warriors. You are like my top warriors. You're messaging me every single day, and we're learning and growing and making trades together every single day. And I love it. I love, and some of y'all, you're just telling me your life story and just need somebody to talk to. I appreciate all you as well. XRP on tops. Yeah, if you want me to do that for you, all you got to do is become a subscriber, or wait till the end of the show. And it's free. So stick around till the end of the show. Philip Powers says thanks. Thank you, Philip, man. I am looking forward to hearing messages from you. Wow. Awaken Mermaid Healer received a sub. Guinea Marie gifted away 2 subs. Thank you, Guinea Marie. Awaken Mermaid Healer received 1, and Eric received a deluxe subscription as well. Don't forget, Nikki, Awaken Mermaid Healer, she's already on the email list. But Eric, I don't forget to email me, Eric, with your email so I can get you on the email list. Yeah, Eric messaged me a couple days ago and he's like, hey man, my subscription lapsed. I'm having some issues with my bank card and stuff, and I just don't have the money. And he's like, but I want you to know that I'm going to renew my subscription. And I was like, don't worry about it, man. And we chatted for a little bit. But just because, you know, he was having a little bit of money issues didn't mean that I completely cut him off, you know. I get it. I get it. I'm here to work with you. If you guys are supporting me, I'm going to support you. And if you're having money issues or bank issues or whatever, then you probably need my help more than ever. So don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of you. Yeah, Jess says we subscribed on Twitch too. Yeah, thank you guys. A lot of people are just like, you're all making money, so like everyone's like, here, I you know, support for the show, and I appreciate that so much. Like, we have a staff here because of you guys, because of your subscriptions, because of your donations, your support, your gifts. Everything that you guys do allows us to continue to grow every single day, and it's amazing. We have a massive staff here. TikTok seller with the 4 Let 'em Cooks, thank you so much. We have 77 subscribers. That is just awesome. That is awesome. Thank you so much. All right, let's get back into the news. And thank you to everyone who is on the subscription train and the gift train and the likes. We hit 275K likes yesterday. And in the analytics, it says 275K. But for some reason, when you actually go to view the analytics, there's some kind of a glitch and it says there's only 27,000. So I don't understand. On one screen, it says 270K. And on one, it says 27,000. I don't know what's going on with that, but I know we were at 200K plus likes yesterday. So I think something happened and we just got topped out. We got topped out on likes, guys. All right, let's see here. This is from CNBC. Trump calls for 50% tariffs on the EU, says he's not looking for a deal with bloc. What did I tell you all? Everyone called me a clown. They said, you don't know what you're talking about. The tariffs are done. They made a deal with the EU. They made a deal with China. They made a deal with all these different countries. There is not one single deal signed. Not one. And they call them a pause. It's not even a pause. The tariffs are still in place. They're still paying, when they say the pause tariff, they're still paying 10% minimum. And some of them they're just pausing the crazy high number that they're throwing. And then they say, okay, we'll bring it down to here while we're negotiating over the next month. It's crazy, the misinformation and the lies they are feeding you. I can't believe it. But here's the proof. I wish those people were watching. Listen to him, because ping pong nonstop. Exactly. And that's why you guys watch the show, because you guys are truth seekers. You want to find the truth just like I do. And I want to find the truth and I want to share it, because I'm doing it anyway. I might as well share it with you guys. And it's just, I can't believe it. From the guy that ran on the campaign of, no, you're fake news. Don't talk to me, you're fake news. He is part of it. I can't believe it. Okay, Trump calls for a 50% tariff on EU. President Donald Trump said he's recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union after complaining that trade negotiations have stalled. The announcement came after Trump threatened to impose a tariff of at least 25% on Apple if the company does not start manufacturing iPhones in the United States. Trump later said he is not looking for a deal with the EU. Stock futures sank following Trump's post. Let's watch the video. Oh, they're going to add us. Man. All right. I try to watch all the ads before so that way you don't have to, but some of them are sneaky.
Which was formed for the primary purpose of taking advantage of the United States on trade, has been very difficult to deal with. There are powerful trade barriers, VAT taxes, ridiculous corporate penalties, non-monetary trade barriers, monetary manipulations, unfair and unjustified lawsuits against American companies, and more have led to a trade deficit with the U.S. of more than $250 billion a year, a number which is totally unacceptable. Our discussions with them are going nowhere. Therefore, I am recommending a straight 50% tariff on the European Union starting June 1st, 2025. There is no tariff if the product is built or manufactured in the United States. Thank you for your attention to this matter. This in combination with
June 1st.
Truth Social earlier attacking Apple,
just like I told you, day before, expect the markets to crash.
You add that up and you can see that it's been a bad morning at the White House in terms of thinking these negotiations are getting somewhere. So,
well, that's always been the big question. Everyone said we're going to have all these deals. We still haven't seen just about any of them.
I thought India was supposed to be done. Right. Japan.
You can see the FTSE in Italy is the biggest decliner of the European averages. It's down by about 1.9%. And then here are the declines that you see in the United States. Dow futures down by 470 points. S&P futures off by 67. The NASDAQ down by close to 300. Joe, you mentioned that Treasury yields were coming down. I guess that's what would happen if you thought you were approaching a recession more rapidly.
446.
446 now. The 30 years still sitting right at 5%. We'll continue to monitor this.
All right. So, yeah, June 1st. Okay. Same thing that happened on February 1st should happen June 1st. Let's look at XRP. Look at this was, where is it at? February 1st. Right here. February 1st. Boom. We dropped like crazy. We dropped like crazy. And so expect a drop. And I would say minimum, we're going to hit the bottom line here at 205. I'm thinking probably closer to $2. And if the tariffs remain in place, expect it to drop below $2. And don't forget, everyone that just subscribed, we are also live on Twitch as well. So make sure you come over to Twitch and follow me, because there is a possibility on June 19th that TikTok is shut down. So you'll be able to find me and find the show on Twitch. If you do pay for a subscription on TikTok and we end up moving to Twitch indefinitely, I will be honoring all of those subscriptions on TikTok through Twitch. We will mitigate that when that happens. But don't forget that following the show is not the same as subscribing. Okay? So if you're looking to subscribe, you got to click that little star with the circle around it. Become a subscriber, and it's going to help you out very much. Thank you, Queen Bee, for subscribing. Welcome to the team. I'm looking forward to help coaching you. Twitch is a podcast platform. So it's like twitch.tv or like twitch.com. So just download it. It's just another streaming app. But it's better for the show. We do Twitch exclusive lives because of the guidelines on TikTok. I can't always say what I want to say. So sometimes we go to Twitch for exclusives there so that I can tell you things that I need to tell you because I can't say everything here. All right. Even in the chat on TikTok, I can't tell you certain things. So a lot of times, certain subjects, I'll say, message me on Twitch. Yes, the name is the same. Oz the Crypto Goat, all lowercases, no spaces. TikTok seller, if you're listening, if you can help me out, throw that in the chat for me. Help them find it. But yeah, there's a possibility we go. And don't worry, if you pay for a subscription, all of those will be honored no matter what. I am going to take good care of you guys. Everything will work itself out. So have no fear. You will be taken care of. The only issue with Twitch is it has ads. So you might have to watch a few ads or you have to pay for another subscription on Twitch. But if you put something in the chat on Twitch and you can't really afford to do both subscriptions, no worry. You just come back in the chat and say, hey, I had to watch an ad or whatever. Can you answer my question? No problem. I'll answer it again. Or you can always watch. The lives are all recorded and posted to YouTube. So if you miss a portion of it and you want to rewatch that, you can watch it on YouTube later. So that way you don't have to pay for 2 subscriptions if you don't want to. Or you can subscribe to both. That's really your preference. But eventually we will be mitigating that. When we first started Twitch, there was no ads. And we grew so quickly that we got monetized on there that they automatically do it. So I have no control over that. No, so you have to subscribe onto TikTok to get my daily price point videos. So when you subscribe on Twitch, you still can't access the videos on TikTok. And that's where I'm posting those daily price point videos and things. So you subscribed in the right place because we are primarily on TikTok for now. But if it does change, don't worry, you'll be taken care of. It'll roll over onto the other platform. We'll figure it out. But for now, I have the amounts for the Twitch stream low as I can possibly have them. But if we do end up moving to Twitch and do that completely, we're going to probably have to do a Discord or something else. We're going to figure that out. We have an IT guy here that sets everything up and does all that. So we're working on mitigating how that's going to work, but we kind of want to stay with TikTok as much as we can because TikTok offers us more growth. And the sole purpose of this show is to get this information out to people because we want to help people. And with Twitch, we really just don't have that reach that we get from TikTok. So we are trying, and that's why we're exclusively on TikTok right now. We're not streaming on Twitch because we want to grow the community and we want to go forward. But the thing is we tell the truth here, so we get hit with guidelines all the time. And they will remove us from TikTok for like a week, sometimes even longer, and then we have to go to Twitch. So it's like our backup. So be signed up there because if you can't find me, that's probably what's happened and you can see me on Twitch. H-Tag, thank you for following. Don't forget, if you're following, it is not the same as subscribing. So a lot of people get that conflated and they follow me and then they're looking for coaching. It doesn't work like that. So, but you can always message me and I'll tell you, hey, like you got to do this and then you're good. But I do appreciate everyone. But mind you, I was originally offering that service for $1.99 on TikTok when we first started, but now I have 78 people that I'm coaching every single day. So I had to raise the price because the messages were just flowing in. And then I was like, I need a day off. So on the weekends, I don't answer questions unless, obviously, this is your money. This is, your livelihood. So when things are happening on the weekends, if you just send me a donation to like my Cash App or Venmo or PayPal, then I'll answer your questions and help you with coaching on the weekends. Otherwise, I do need to have 1 day off a week, to myself. And I'll tell you what, when we first started this show, we were going 7 days a week, 7-hour lives. Phillips Powers says, put me in, coach. I'm ready. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm probably going to bench you at first, bro. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to teach you some patience. You ever seen Karate Kid? I'm like your Mr. Miyagi. He still posts price points on the weekends. Yes. If you are on the weekend and I am off, I'm still posting those sub-only videos. So you're going to, I'm going to tell you the price action for whatever it is that we're like mainly focused on, which is like XRP right now. You're going to still get those videos that I post. And if you have questions about that or you're unsure of what to do and you need to ask a question, all you got to do is send me a little donation on the weekend and I'll take care of you. No problem. Couple bucks, whatever you can afford. Some of you are very generous and I'll get a couple $100 donation from you. Thank you for that. And that's how we're funding to have the staff, because we have a fact checker, we have the IT guy, we have 3 journalists, we have me here, and then we have the legal side of it, handling all the legal paperwork and everything. So it is expensive. Most of what I get is nothing compared to what I'm putting out every single day. But I'm doing it for you guys, and I see the potential for this show to grow. So I'm investing into this as like a business, so I'm okay with it. But I think over the last, what's it been, 2 months, I've put about, let's see, how long has it been? That was March, April, May. So over the last 3 months, I've invested about $16,000 into the show. And I've probably received about $600 or $800 in total in that time. So definitely we're in the red. We're in the red for the show, but I see the potential for us to grow, and I want to help people, So we'll get there, though. We'll get there. But basically right now what's really funding the show is my trades. So when I make trades and I make money, I take that money and I give it directly back to the staff to keep the show going. Should I sell now? It depends on what you're holding. XRP? By the way, I can't give you financial advice. What I can do is give you coaching. And what I can do is I can tell you what I see, and you have to make the decision for yourself. So I think there's a potential for XRP to go to 233 to 235 before it comes back down again, if it continues back down. But also there is the moon cheese, that there is a possibility that people are just believe the hype and the FOMO, that it could just continue up. But with the tariff thing, with sell in May, go away, I would say that there is a stronger potential for a downward movement. ITV broke structure. Oh, it broke structure. Yeah. I wouldn't say it broke structure. It did pump. If you saw the daily price point video, I said 247 to 280. So that would have been 247 would have been your position to take profits. 280 would be your position to either, see what it's going to do, but it had a potential to go to 280. But 247 would be your profit margin. And we hit that to the cent, baby, 247. So if you're seeing those numbers and you don't quite understand what it is you're seeing there, that's more for advanced traders. Advanced traders don't need coaching. Just pay the $2 and get the videos and get rich. Great. But if you don't quite understand how to read them, no problem. Be a deluxe subscriber, message me, and I will spell it out for you, and you'll learn. And then before you know it, you'll be like Guinea Marie, where you just see it and you're like, oh, I got this. I got it. And a lot of people that are in the coaching, they still message me to verify, and they're like, so this is what I'm seeing. What do you think? And I'm like, you're on top of it. You don't even need me anymore. But obviously there's other projects and things too to look at. So we mainly focus on XRP for the show, but we do a few others I will post on. If I see something promising and I'm like, this is at the bottom, it's about to hit the bottom and it's going to pump, I'm going to post about it. I'm going to say, hey, there's money to be made right here, and you're going to get that video as well. And you're going to be raking it in, man. Everybody here is raking it in. You're all on the road to be retired, just like me. That's what I want. I want you guys to be able to just retire, enjoy your life, and have a good time. Queen Bee, thank you for the heart me and the rose. And Jfinity with the tiny dino, thank you so much. Let's start a new goal. Queen Bee, be very careful sending your information to anybody, especially if they're saying WhatsApp. Those are red flags. So be careful, and be careful for fake accounts like mine. Okay? We are now starting to see fake accounts from the Oz the Crypto Goat. So be careful, everyone. Okay? There are scammers out there. Yeah, okay, good. That's another thing is like, I'm going to help you with security. I will never ask you for your passphrases or anything like that. I have my own money. I don't need yours. So I will never ask you for things like that. So if you see that, make sure that whatever the name is under my picture is Oz the Crypto Goat. No capital letters, no spaces, no periods, no underscores. It would just be Oz the Crypto Goat, all lowercases, no spaces. And then you'll be good. Guinea Marie with the 5 Let 'em Cooks. Thank you so much. Or anyone that says, how's your crypto life going? Yeah. If they're like, hey, how's your crypto life going? Or the markets are pumping like crazy, aren't they? Like, those, yeah, those are all scam accounts. Be careful. Guinea Marie, thank you so much for the support. I'm going to put a fun one up here. Let's see here. I want to do an animated one, but they're just so expensive. But they look cool. All right, let's try this one. I think this one's animated. And if not, we'll just change it. No, run, don't walk. The confetti, yeah, the confetti one's cool, but I want something animated. I mean, somebody sent me an animated one for fun if you want to. I put a swan in the goal, but whatever. I mean, you don't have to. Whatever. It's all good. Reverse the magnet to all-time high. I don't think so, bro. Tariffs are in full effect, baby, and people are starting to realize that. You thought we dropped before because of tariffs. Just wait till everyone realizes that they were lied to and the markets are coming back down. All right, let's read some more news here. So today's a slow news day, so we're pretty much almost through the news. So after we get through the news, I'll talk a little bit more, and then start sending in anything you want me to do a technical analysis on, and I'll do it for you. And if you noticed, I don't use indicators. I do all my trading through old school trading tactics. I use trend lines and patterns, and I use the candles. That is it. And that's why we are so accurate. Because let me tell you, the indicators will get you messed up. They will bite you in the butt. The next war between India and Pakistan. Why New Delhi's future to Dexter Islamabad will fuel future violence. Let me zoom in here so I can read this a little better. I'm blind, in case you don't know that. Nearly 2 weeks after India and Pakistan reached an uneasy ceasefire, neither New Delhi nor Islamabad agreed on what happened preceding it. India blames Pakistan for the April 22nd terrorist attack in Indian administrated Kashmir that left 26 people unalived. Pakistan denies responsibility. On May 7th, India launched retaliatory missile strikes against targets in Pakistan associated with known terrorist groups Lashkar-e-Taiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed. Both sides dispute the scale and impact of these attacks. The barrage prompted further salvos that led to the drowning of Indian fighter jets, according to Pakistani and international media. The Pakistan jets, according to Indian media, drones and missiles whisked across the border in both directions, with governments and national media offering dueling claims about target hits, infrastructure destroyed, and lives lost. Fighting came to an end after senior U.S. official pressed both sides to step back from the brink, but even here, the fog of war prevails. While Islamabad thanked the U.S. President Donald Trump for helping bring the fighting to an end, New Delhi denied that any mediation took place. Although the dust remains in the air, some outcomes are clear. The recent fighting represents a significant escalation in the cross-border disputes, and they have periodically flared between India and Pakistan. Unlike India's limited punitive strikes in the past, this offensive pressed deeper into Pakistani territory. India's Operation Sindoor ranged far beyond Pakistani administration Kashmir into Punjab, Pakistan's heartland, eventually hitting not just the facilities of militant groups, but also military targets, including air bases. In recent decades, fighting has mostly been confirmed to border region around the disputed territory of Kashmir. In May, Pakistan's major metropolises and many big cities in northern India were on high alert. So I'm not going to continue reading all this, but everyone thinks that the India-Pakistan thing is over. This is just a small stop to things going on, but they are still fighting over there. The ceasefire is not even a ceasefire. It's fake news. What is really happening is they've agreed not to use nukes. I just checked. LMT is up today. I told you guys months ago, Lockheed Martin, LMT, was going to go crazy. And even if they don't build the Golden Dome, that's going to go crazy because we're going into World War III. So you might as well, Invest in the company that builds rockets, right? Ondo Finance, please. G Money, yeah, no problem. Let me get to the end of the news and I'll go over any projects you like for free or become a subscriber. Live goal achieved. Oh, TikTok seller with a swan. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. We're already in World War III. I agree. We're just not in the hot war of World War III, but I agree. The history books will remember this as a time where all this happened. Let's try a galaxy. Let's see if we can get a galaxy. If not, no big deal. Galaxies are cool, man. If you know anything about me, I'm into astronomy and stuff. Love all the star ones. Anything that has to do with galaxies, stars, constellations, send me those gifts. I love them. Those are my favorite. Yeah, NVIDIA's down. Definitely get into NVIDIA. Wait for the low, of course. You know what? I'll do a little TA on NVIDIA because I'm looking to buy. War of Minds, agreed. We Americans are always late to the wars. Yeah. Do you still have that Chinese space station organism article? Oh, yeah. I do. I got to look for it, though. Let me get through the news and remind me. I'll look. Me Too said it was crazy. I bought 2 days ago. Good for you. I take my crypto profit and I put it into stocks. Good. Okay. Man, I wish the fact checker was here to pull that article up for me real quick. So what do I do? What do I do? No or do now? What do you mean, what do you do now? I mean, you have to decide what you feel is the right thing to do. When you message me one-on-one directly, so send me a message, Queen Bee, and I can be more frank with you. I have to be a little bit more careful with the words I choose when we're live. If you get my drift. Okay? So, Queen Bee, reach out to me after the live. Send me a direct message, and we'll start. I'll start answering your questions, and we'll work our way up to it. But I need a little bit more information from you to kind of figure out where you're at and what are the steps we need to take to move forward to get you on the right track, and then to keep you on the right track. So don't worry, Queen Bee. Send me a message. I got you. Giddy Marie says, Queen Bee, message him. He will talk to you through your discussions. Yes. Yeah, I can't just say it on the live. I just can't. I'm not allowed to. But when you message me, I'll coach you. I got you. Don't worry. You're in good hands, Bee. All right? Queen Bee, you are in good hands. I'm going to take good care of you. And you're going to be just like everyone else here that's comforting you and helping and coaching you along the way in the chat. You're going to be one of those people as well. And you're just going to be spreading that joy and that love to everybody. And we're just going to be lights to the world, guys. We are going to help so many people. And I love it. It's great. Yeah, we're a tight community here. We all love each other and we support each other. It's beautiful what we've built here. Guinea Marie says, Queen Bee, much love. I'm telling you, this is going to be the best decision you ever made. Financially and as a person, the growth that you're going to receive is just going to be amazing. And I'm so excited for you to be the next person on here with your success story. I love when everyone comes on and they're just like, oh man, I've been so successful and all this stuff. And that's why I do this. It's not really about the money. I'm not making any money doing this. I think we made $4.66 today in this live, and I haven't received donations for a little over a month. And TikTok takes half of that $4.66. Actually, more. They take 60% of it. I only get 40%. So I probably made like $2.20 today from the live. I'm not really making any money doing this. I do this because I care about people, and I genuinely want people to get to a point where they're doing good too. Because basically what's really funding this venture is my trading. Sent a donation last week. Did you? I didn't know that. Thank you, Guinea Marie. Oh, wait, yeah, I remember, because you messaged me on the weekend. I remember now. That's right. Thank you for that, Guinea Marie. I appreciate you. All right, back to the news. I'll tell you what, Guinea Marie is the fastest growth of anyone that has joined on here as for the coaching. And I'll tell you what, when I found her, or when she found me, really, when she found me and came to me, she's a complete 180 from where she was when I first met her, and the growth and her financial freedom is just completely different right now. Can I tell them what you're doing with your money you made this week? Can I tell them? She's living the life. Yeah, so she's going to Hawaii with her daughter for her birthday on a vacation, and yeah, she is living the life now, like I am. You know, me, I do the live, and I hang around town, and I drive around in my Corvette, and I play cool guy. Like, that's all I do now. Like, and that's where you'll get to. You know, you'll get there. And we'll all be hanging out. A bunch of people are coming out for the meet and greet in Vegas. June 2nd, we're all going to meet in Vegas at Caesar's Palace. We're going to meet at the fountain at 5 p.m. for a special meet and greet. We'll probably do the live too, depending on how the sentiment goes. But we're going to hang out and play games and do whatever we want, man. And we're going to have a great, great night in Vegas together. So if you are new and you want to come meet me face to face, come out to Vegas June 2nd, and I will be at Caesar's Palace at 5 p.m. for the meet and greet. There's already several, like there's a group of us that are all meeting up in Vegas for sure. It's going to be a lot of fun. So don't miss out on that. Censored by TikTok with the 20 lightning bolts. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Let me pin this here, and then we're going to read the news here. All right. U.S. condemns Russia's brutal war in surprise announcement. Let's see here. I got to zoom in because I'm so blind, even with my glasses, and I have massive screens here. I have 3 massive screens right here, and I still can't see nothing. TikTok seller says, I chipped in on my parents' brand new kitchen. It was their anniversary surprise them. It was awesome. Wow, that is awesome, man. I'm so glad to hear these success stories. Everyone is making money, man, taking advantage of being deluxe subscribers and getting that coaching. Everyone is doing so well. It just lights up my life, man. I am so happy. Yeah, that is so amazing. And what I love is like, you know, I'm passing on, you know, my profits into you by having this show, and you're passing your profits on to your friends and your family member. And we are just spreading love, peace, and unity throughout the world. It is amazing. And I can't wait till this just grows even bigger, and we're just affecting the entire world. We're going to change so many lives. Yes, the butterfly effect. We are going to change so many lives. It is such a beautiful thing. I love doing this. I love hearing the stories. And I'm telling you, I'm tearing up right now. I get emotional sometimes. I'm tearing up because it just makes me so happy to see everyone doing so well. Because this is why I do it. All right. The U.S. has condemned Russia's continued brutal war against Ukraine in a surprise statement after a G7 summit. Finance minister from the group of large industrialized economies also promised to ramp up sanctions on Moscow if Vladimir Putin continued to drag his feet over a ceasefire. Their joint communique marked a significant change in the policy from the Trump administration, which had refused to place sole blame on Russia for the war. It also comes after Donald Trump, the U.S. president, and his closest aides suggested that they could be ready to walk away as peace mediators, having failed to secure a ceasefire in the first 100 days in the Oval Office. So, yeah, you know what's crazy is like a week ago, or no, it was a little longer though, like a month or so ago, they were like, oh yeah, like when Trump first got in, everyone was like, oh yeah, there's going to be a ceasefire tomorrow, guys. Everyone get ready for the ceasefire tomorrow. Markets are going to pump like crazy. I was like, no, they're not. No, they're not. No ceasefire's coming, not for a long time. And markets are going to tank. Tariffs are going to go into place. Doom and gloom, baby. And that's what happened. Life's purpose is to always leave a person better than you met them. I agree. How about the meme coin party? What do you mean, meme coin party? Like the one we had yesterday? Or where we just went over a bunch of different coins? Or do you want to have one tonight? Trump is about money. War is money to the billionaires. Agreed. Yes does not answer my question, Guinea Marie. So yeah, you want to look at all kinds of meme coins and stuff tonight? I'm down. No, Trump's meme coin party yesterday. Oh yeah. I kind of just skipped over it because I didn't feel like it was any relevant. It is pay to play. Oh wait, yeah, we do have that. Hold on. Where is that? Oh, you know, we didn't cover a couple of them. I got sidetracked. Oh, I don't know what happened to them. They got deleted or something somehow. I don't have the IT guy. I'm struggling. I'm old and I don't know how to use all this tech, man. When I went to film school, everything was analog. That's why I ended up retiring early. It was mainly because like I just couldn't keep up with it anymore. Being in school all the time, it was just too much. My master's isn't even in audio engineering. It's in electrical engineering. I got my first phone at 29. I think I got my first phone at like 21, maybe 19, 20, something like that. But I mean, I didn't even have internet until like 2010. I had my phone that I used for internet, but I didn't have like a computer with internet. Yeah, AOL dial-up. I remember that. I had all that at school, you know, but like the computer I had as a kid, man, it was like early 2000s, and I had a computer that took those floppy disks that are like flimsy. You know what I'm talking about? They weren't like the hard ones in the hard plastic. They were like floppy, the real floppy disk. It was called floppy because it was floppy. LOL, those chat rooms back when they were wild. Yeah. You know, we should do a little reminiscing. Let's talk about some old tech for the end of the show. What do you guys think about that? What are some old tech that you guys used to use. You had the Commodore 64 was your first computer. You know what's funny is when I started this show, I had the old Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch that I was streaming off of. It wasn't really a Nintendo Switch, but everyone thought it was. And that's what I was streaming off of. And that's what brought a lot of people like TikTok Seller to come watch the show because of its nostalgia. And then I had the old Acer screen, right? Because I just decided to do the show like one day. One day I woke up and I was like, I'm doing a TikTok show now. And yes, the baseball too and the figurines. Yeah. And I had the baseball, my retirement ring. I had the Baby Yoda and my mug on the screen every day. Oh, wow. And I think it was Red Fred or maybe it was Kodak. I can't remember who it was like, you should get a Commodore 64 screen to stream off of. And we were going to do that. And I was looking to buy one. And then I just made a ton of money doing some trades. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to build a whole studio. It was Kodak, huh? Yeah, Kodak. I remember that. I think Kodak's in the chat right now. Kodak, are you there? Your ears must be burning. He might be busy, though. I think he listens while he's working. There's a couple people that only listen while they're at work, so they're not like liking or gifting or doing anything. It's a podcast for them. They're just kind of hanging out in the background. Yeah, there was a whole 5 of you guys. It was like Guinea Marie, TikTok Seller, Kodak, and I think like Red Fred. And our show was basically nothing until Mega Crypto gave me a shout out. And then we grew from there, and we've been growing ever since. Where is everyone? Viewership's been down lately. We just got off of a 6-day restriction off of TikTok, so we're in a shadow. I don't want to say the B word, but yeah, we're in a shadow B. He gave me my first subscription. Who did? Mega? I think TikTok Seller gave me a subscription to Mega. And then Guinea Marie, you sent Mega a subscription. By the way, Mega messaged me and was like, hey, you guys didn't have to do that and send me a subscription. But I'll tell you what, I have a feeling that Mega's going to take advantage of it and enjoy it. TikTok Seller, you sent it to him? No. Yeah, somebody sent me a subscription for Mega. I thought it was TikTok Seller. I can't remember who it was. Oh, Guinea Marie did. Okay. Yeah, I love Mega Crypto. You know what's crazy is when I found Mega Crypto on his show, there wasn't many people watching. There was a few. And I was like, okay, I like what this guy's saying. He seems to know what he's talking about. I'm going to watch him instead of all these like high profile ones like Calvin, for instance, because I was on the mega cycle, hella bull run going to 10K train for a while there too. And I woke up and I'm the one that woke Mega up. You know, Mega's still kind of on the, we're going to $100 or maybe $1,000. I don't know where he lies on that still, but he's still, you know, hella bullish. And I mean, I'm open to the idea that there's a slim chance possibly, okay, that these things could happen. But I'm also not going to be blind to it and risk my entire livelihood on it. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at. And I know he's not doing that either. You know, I'm going to give it like 1% validity. And that's why I keep a moon bag. And because even if it doesn't come true, people think it's going to come true. And so that's, I'm banking on moon cheese basically with that one. So I will bank on the fact that I think there's a lot of people that are going to be exit liquidity, and I'm going to use them for exit liquidity. And those that are smart enough to listen to me, they're not going to end up being that, you know? Because, man, the people, they do not like when you talk bad about XRP. And I mean, I love XRP. I think it's great and it has potential to do amazing things, but it's not going to $11. And when I say 11, that's because it's like, it's a made up number, you know? TikTok seller with the 14 roses, censored by TikTok with the 20 lightning bolts. I'm going to get rid of the galaxy. I was just being crazy. Here, let's change it. I got one for you guys. I got one for you. How about the TikTok shuttle? Who's going to send a TikTok shuttle? Guys, chat, go look at this thing, okay? It's 20,000 tokens. Somebody in the chat tell me how much money that costs. Somebody tell me, chat, help me out. $250. Oh, that's nothing. You guys got it. Don't send that to me, by the way. If you're going to send me $250, send it to my Cash App because TikTok's going to take 60% of that. I'm just kidding. I'm going to change it. Let's do a fun one. How about, here we go, Paper Crane. I think that one's animated. Paper cranes are cute. I should have gifted subs to Twitch. I should have sent Venmo. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Hey, when you send me Venmo, like, sending Venmo helps too, because, like, Twitch takes 20%. When you send Venmo to me, it helps me. Like, you are paying for the fact checker. You are paying for the news. You're paying for the IT guy. Like, that is the best thing you can do. All right? Oh, you should have done Venmo. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's okay. We're good. But yeah, in the future, when you want to gift, the best way, especially if you're sending a larger amount, some of you send, like 100 plus. Some of you have sent hundreds. Okay. All of that money, I don't keep that. I don't reinvest it. I don't do that. You know what I do with it? It goes into this show. I give it right back to you guys. So, and you're employing people with that money. So, that's the best way to give. If you're going to give a big chunk, do it that way. TikTok seller with the 2 paper cranes. Thank you so much. Right now I'm kind of focused on the goals, just because it's helping us grow TikTok. Look at how many subscribers we got today and, all the gifts and things and, people that we've reached out to and able to grow because we're doing it the TikTok way, the way we originally started. So we're going to focus on TikTok for a little while, probably, till mid, I don't know. I'm going to do Twitch when we need to do Twitch. You know what I mean? When I'm like, hey, I got some things I got to tell you. We're going to go to Twitch. And I think that's going to be Monday. Monday we'll be on Twitch, and then we'll come back on Tuesday for TikTok. Or, maybe we'll do Tuesday for Twitch because I don't want to have TikTok to have too many days in between going live. So we'll see. But I want to, I do want to talk to you guys about some stuff. So, we'll do that on Twitch for sure. There's a few things that we need to talk about. And I'm not even going to hint at what it is because, we're just teetering on the edge of getting out of the shadow, and I don't want to have it. Gidi Marie says my favorite show. What, this show? This show's your favorite show? Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I would say that like 20% of this is about entertainment. Like, I want to be entertaining. That's why I built this studio and tried to make it I want it to be good. Oh, the rabbit hole one. Yeah, guys, let's do we need a rabbit hole show. It's been a while. Has anyone looked at Yellow Cat Deo is an AI token or something. No, but I'm down. Those are what I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for low market cap, things that nobody's heard about. It's a month old and not trading like anything else. All right. You got it, Censored. Thank you, because those are the projects I'm looking for. And you, chat, you guys can help me out. Like, obviously I have the team and ChatGPT and stuff, and we're like looking for different projects and stuff. But when you guys are finding them too, we're able to, I can do the TA and I can say, hey, this is where we're going to buy out y'all, like like we did with SXT, you know? We can get it in at the low to where we can hold on to it and not worry about it and see if it freaking moons. Let's see. Yellow Cat. Is it just DA? Do you know what the ticker is on that one, Censored? Oh, my neck. Let me see. It sounds like a meme coin, though. Yellow Cat. I don't have anything yellow. Yellow Ketchup. KET. Oh, look at, there it is. Yellow Ket. Yellow Ket. So Ketty USD. Interesting. Interesting. This is bullish. Okay? This is a descending, well, no, it might be a flat bottom. But let's just say that we're going from right here. That can be misleading. I think that that's a flat bottom. But there's just not enough data. Let me go into the hour. That'll be able to tell us what's going on with it. Yeah, these lower ones, you got to get out of the day. You got to get into lower time frames. But I like the hour. This looked like the cup and handle, and then we got the news and it's just on a downtrend. Here's my advice. I just DM'd you. All right, I will message you after the show, okay? Usually after the show, one of the first things I do is check messages for all the newcomers, and send me your email address in the DMs as well, and I'll put you on the email alert system. It's free for the month of June, so you can try it out, and then it's only $1.99 after that. But try it out first, see how you like it. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to help you exponentially. All right, let's see here. Here's the thing, Censored. Yes, it is kind of bottomed out. All right. But it's just on its way down. What utility does it have? Let me pull up ChatGPT. I try not to do ChatGPT too much, but if you use it properly, it can be very useful. Let me see here. Hey, ChatGPT, is there any utility for KETY USD coin?
KET is the utility token of the Knowledge Exchange platform, a decentralized ecosystem for sharing and monetizing knowledge. Users can use KET tokens to purchase courses, access premium content, and reward experts for their contributions. This information comes from Onus.
Interesting. What else can you tell me about it?
Ket is a cryptocurrency token currently priced at around 55 cents. It has a market capitalization of about $555 million and a 24-hour trading volume of approximately $34 million. Ket is mainly traded against USDT on exchanges such as LBank.
So it's Tether.
Not exactly. Ket is a separate token and not Tether USDT. Tether USDT is a stablecoin designed to maintain a one-to-one value with the US dollar. On the other hand, Ket is a utility token used within the knowledge exchange platform ecosystem for accessing educational content and services.
So it's for people accessing educational information?
Exactly. Ket tokens are used within the knowledge exchange platform to access educational content, purchase courses, and reward experts. It's designed to facilitate knowledge sharing and learning within the platform.
Is this something that schools would adopt?
It's possible. Schools and educational institutions could potentially adopt tokens like Ket if they see value in the platform's features, such as accessing specialized courses or rewarding educators. However, adoption would depend on various factors, including the platform's credibility, ease of use, and how well it integrates with existing educational systems.
What partnerships does it have?
MEXC Exchange has introduced Ket USDT futures trading, allowing users to leverage experienced traders' strategies with up to 50x leverage. This partnership highlights Ket's integration within the trading ecosystem.
50x, that's pretty good.
Yes, 50x leverage can offer significant potential gains, but it's also important to remember that it comes with higher risk. Leverage trading can amplify both profits and losses, so it's essential to approach it with caution and a good understanding of the market.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
You're welcome. If you have...
All right. So there's a little information. Yeah, I think it has some potential, low market cap and use case. Seems viable, but I would be trying to get in somewhere around 12 cents to 10 cents. And what I'm noticing is a trend on these low market cap early coins. That's your entry point. Anywhere between 10 and 12 cents seems to be about right. But it could potentially go down from there. This may be one you have to hold on to for a while. Let me ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, what does KETY USD valued at?
The current price of Ket USDT is around 0.5245.
Okay, I think we're talking about the wrong coin. This would be KETY USD.
I found the price for Ket USDT earlier. Could you please confirm if you meant Ket or another token?
It would be KETY.
I'm not finding information on a coin with the ticker KETY. Could you please double check the ticker symbol?
It'd be yellow Ket.
The yellow Ket token, KETY, is currently priced at about 0.52387.
Yellow Ket.
Got it. If you have any more questions about KETY or anything else, feel free to ask.
I'm not getting yellow Ket on TradingView. So, but let's ask ChatGPT. What are some use cases for yellow Ket?
Yellow Ket is often used within decentralized platforms and ecosystems for various purposes. Some common use cases might include 1. Accessing premium content. Users can use Yellow Ket to unlock special courses, tutorials, or content within a platform. 2. Rewarding experts. Experts or content creators can be rewarded with Yellow Ket for their contributions. 3. Staking. Some platforms allow users to stake their YellowCat tokens to earn rewards or participate in governance. 4. Payments. Can be used as a payment method within the platform or ecosystem for services and products. These use cases can vary depending on the specific platform or ecosystem where YellowCat is utilized.
What's the ticker for YellowCat?
The ticker for YellowCat is KETY. If you have any more questions about it, feel free to ask.
The one I'm seeing says 17 cents. Is that a different one? YellowCat crypto?
It sounds like there might be some confusion. There are various tokens with different tickers and values, and it's possible that the one you're referring to is different from what I mentioned. To ensure accuracy, you might want to double-check the official source or exchange where you're seeing this information.
All right, yeah, I'm not, I tried KET. Yeah, it's not coming up. I'll tell you what though, Censored, message me and I'll pull it up on Coinbase later. Jesse says, ChatGPT freaks me out. Yeah, this is TradingView. Sometimes TradingView just doesn't have certain things, and it being new could be why. So I'll look into that one for you, and then maybe I can cover it on Monday or something like that. All right. See if I can find it on TradingView. Yeah, man, let me know. Yeah, because I want to look into that. That actually kind of sounds cool. That's the first I've heard of that. So that's pretty cool. It's CAT on Coinbase. I know, but TradingView doesn't have it for some reason. Let me try if I cap it. Yeah, it just shows Ketty. Maybe it's because it's futures? Ketty futures, maybe? Options. Yeah, YellowCat is not coming up. Yeah, I'm not getting anything on TradingView. I'll have to look it up on Coinbase. I don't have Coinbase or use Coinbase, so I'll have to see. What's up, big baller? Can't wait to see you in Vegas, bro. Yeah, we'll have to look into that one later. All right, so XRP is moving up a little bit here. Let's go into a lower time frame. By the way, I believe it was Queen B. Queen B said, I missed what you said. Don't have a good connection. What I was saying is message me with your email address. And this goes for everybody. All my deluxe subscribers, message me with your email address and I will add you to the email list. You know what? All subscribers. If you're a subscriber, send me your email list. For this month, I'll do it for free. And but after that, you have to be a deluxe subscriber to use that service. So I'll let you try it out and see how it works, and maybe that'll make it worth it to you. But yeah, so send me your email address and I will add you to the alert system. So yeah, everything kind of looks the same, like it's just kind of heading down hard. But XRP could recover, but it would probably hit the line here. And I'm thinking it probably won't even go that high. It'll probably be 234, 230. And it could already be at the top. 233 is about kind of where it's at. Look at Tara USD. Yeah, I'll do Tara. I think we did that the other day. I want to buy Algo so bad. Like, there's a FOMO part of me that wants to buy Algo. That's how bullish I am on Algo and Ondo. Yeah, I'll do Ondo in a minute. I got you. Terra. Terra on what? Oh wait, never mind. It's I have it on options. Terra on what platform? Just crypto? Terra USD. Does that look right? 003. Yeah, I want to buy anything that's an RWA right now. All right, so it looks like it could be bottomed out right now if the markets don't crash. Okay, let's just say that tariffs aren't a thing, okay, and we're just looking at the chart. On this one, I would buy it at 0029 to 0031, which is where it's at right now. So I would say that 0029, 295 would be the bottom, if it will go that far. But I'm thinking like 003 is just on TA, I would say that. However, okay, I would say there's a potential for it to drop all the way down to 0025. Okay? I think it could go even that low, if not lower. It could potentially go to 00065. And with tariffs, I'm leaning towards 001. That's where I would think that it could potentially go down to. And, you know, it could go down and sweep below and then come back up. With sell in May go away, I would be careful right now. But, I mean, as far as it goes, I'd say there's a potential that it's pretty much at the bottom. You may have to hold it longer if you buy now. It really just depends on how you feel the tariffs are going to affect everything. I feel like tariffs are going to dump the markets, but not like they have in the past. I feel like people have become numb. You know how they do that? They just like keep hitting you with the same crap that you get desensitized to it. I think people are becoming desensitized to the whole tariff thing. And it may not play much of a role anymore because everyone is just like FOMO'd out the game. Yeah, today wasn't that bad at all. But, I mean, look at XRP, okay? Let me go into the day here. The first time we got hit with tariffs, the first day wasn't that bad. Yeah, it was a big, nasty candle. But yesterday's, I guess it's yesterday's candle because we're starting a new day candle when the show starts. But today's candle was bigger than this one. But it just proceeded by candle after candle that got bigger and longer and redder all the way down. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind, is the first candle wasn't that bad. It was the days after that followed. The big one was the Trump pump, and then the next day we got tariffs, and we found out that the crypto reserve wasn't anything we thought it was going to be. Yeah, the new normal is complete uncertainty. I agree, but I would say that I would be prepared to see $2 on XRP. I would be prepared to see low numbers, you know, but this one already being bottomed out, and it's been down for days and it went down, there could just be people diamond handing the shit out of this thing. But I would expect it to go at least to 0029. Or I'd just say 003, because that's 298. So 003. Japan's in martial law? What? Okay, we gotta... Is Japan in martial law? And can you send me some articles?
As of now, Japan is not under martial law. If you have any specific concerns or need more detailed information...
Okay, so they're not under martial law. Okay. When they called what? Oh. They called the tariff thing? Remember when Korea went into martial law? When the whole crypto... I forget what it was now. Man, I really need a fact checker today. Back when... Hold on. What I'm in? I was up 434% on Cardano with 50x leverage. Now I'm down 122%. Chaplano, we can fix that. Definitely subscribe, and you would have not made that mistake. You would be kicking your heels right now, because we've been calling the market every single day to fractions of a cent. So Chaplano, I would encourage you to subscribe, become a deluxe subscriber, and take advantage of my coaching, because you can message me directly and I can give you technical analysis on anything, coach you, train you, and teach you. And I'll tell you what, everybody else that takes advantage of that is just thriving. Everyone has their success stories on here. I have a gift. And if you stick around and you watch the show for a while, you're going to find out real quick just how well we're doing here. So I would encourage you to do that, because we can recoup those losses. I would say most people have recouped their losses and they are into profits despite everything going down all the time. So highly recommend that you do that. When Korea called martial law, XRP windfall is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, working to. What was the XRP windfall thing? I forget. I wasn't doing the show like I'm doing it now, and I wasn't deep diving into stuff. I did one on OP with 123.23% with 10x leverage. Good for you, man. I actually own Optimism. I'm holding that one long term. I have NFTs that I've minted on the Optimism network. It free falled a lot. Okay. I think I remember that. That was the day the tariffs first went into play. I had barely started the show. We weren't even doing the news. It was just TA, and the show was like 10 minutes long. Daniel Bing, thank you for the 5 roses and the heart me. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to get rid of the money gun. I was looking for an animated one, but let's do let's do something. Let's do the heart me's again for just anybody that hasn't done a heart me yet. Let's see if we can reach a goal of a few heart me's here. Because those are the best things that you guys can send right now for TikTok. So somebody send me a heart me. My first experience was with a crypto crash. This ain't a crash. No. I mean, I would say that it is a bit of a crash. We had the tariff crash, but crypto is very volatile like this. Yes, it's very normal. Oh, you sent the money gun? Thank you, TikTok seller. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. You're awesome. All you guys are awesome. I appreciate all the stuff and all the support. But we need a heart me. If somebody is here watching and has not sent a heart me yet, help me reach that goal. We just need one of y'all. But the heart me's are the best thing that you can send. And when you send heart me's consistently, like every single live, it will give you coins back so you can send gifts for free without paying for them. So you kind of get your money back. Mintana? Yeah, let's look at it. Arkham, thank you for the heart me. I appreciate it. Let's do another heart me. The heart me's are the best thing that you can send. All right, let's see here. Why is this so high? All right, let's see here. Mintana. Am I putting it? Do you have a ticker for that one? Mintana. What's the ticker on that one? User Maurice. Man, my neck is killing me right now. Ugh. I don't know what's going on. I'm in a lot of pain today. I don't know if you notice, I'm always squirming around and stuff. Sometimes I turn off the camera so that I can like move around. I suffer from severe pain from being hit by a drunk driver. It is crippling. Mint. Is that on Python? Oh, that's enhanced short. Mint Club USD. Mint Fi on Tether. I'm assuming it's Mint USD. Mint Club. This one right here. Am I on the right one? User Maurice. What's up, Morgan? All right, let's look it up here. Oh. Ooh, don't tell me you bought it at 0.06. Ooh. I'd say it's probably bottomed out, though. You got a couple day candles that have closed just right here at the bottom. What's going on, Morgan? Always good to see you, man. Glad to have you in the chat. Yeah, I'd say, dang, this one's only been out since March. It's pretty volatile, though. Like, I would say if it's not at the bottom now, right? I would say the bottom is somewhere between 0.0189 and 0.015. I would be aiming, if you think the tariffs are going to be a big deal, I would be aiming for the 0.015. But I think more or less 0.016, maybe. But it seems pretty dang flat here where it's at. This could be the bottom right here, but there is a potential for it to come all the way down here, 0.015. And let me see if I can see any kind of... These are kind of hard to chart as far as patterns. These are, I would say, are unchartable. But we can find the bottoms and just kind of hold and see. But I would say that this has the potential to pump up 50% of where it originally went to, which would take it to 0.039, 0.04. So that's a lot, you know, and it could do even more. It could do 0.059, 0.06. So there is definitely a potential. Let's find out what Mint is. What is Mint USD coin's utility?
Mint and stablecoin typically used to maintain a stable value, often pegged to a fiat currency like the US dollar. Stablecoins like Mint in USD are used for several purposes. 1. Trading. They provide a stable medium for trading cryptocurrencies without the...
Okay. What is Mint coin, Mint Club cryptocurrency, and what is its utility?
Mint Club is a decentralized finance DeFi platform built on the Binance Smart Chain. It allows users to create and manage their own tokenized assets without needing to have coding knowledge. The Mint token is the native utility token of the Mint Club platform and has several uses. 1. Governance. Mint holders can participate in governance decisions and vote on proposals related to the platform's development. 2. Staking. Users can stake
cool.
Mint token.
Oh, keep going.
In liquidity pools. 3. Transaction fees. Mint tokens can be used to pay transaction fees on the Mint Club platform, offering users a discount when using Mint tokens. 4. Incentives and rewards. Mint tokens are used to incentivize users to participate in various activities on the platform, such as creating new tokenized assets or engaging with the community. Overall, Mint Club aims to democratize access to blockchain technology and make it easier for users to create and manage their own digital assets.
That's cool. It's kind of like Shiba coin.
Yes, in a way, both Mint Club and Shiba Inu, SHIB, are examples of cryptocurrencies that have gained popularity within the crypto community. However, they serve different purposes and operate in different ways. Shiba Inu is often referred to as a meme coin, and it was created as a fun and experimental token inspired by the popular Shiba Inu dog breed. It's primarily known for its community-driven aspect and as a speculative investment.
All right. I mean, that's kind of cool, you know. I'd say it has a potential to pump again. It's not going to pump as high as it ever did. It'll be more spread out. I'm thinking more or less it's going to hit 0.045 to 0.06 if it does pump again. You know, I'd say it's pretty much flatlined, you know. If you're looking for these little pumps in here, which can make you a lot of money. If you're getting in at the low and you catch one of these, you're probably going to do okay. But Guinea Marie is right. The Fed decision for interest rates in June is coming up, and we all know that they're more than likely not going to lower interest rates yet. We don't know. Until the whole tariff thing settles down, I don't think they're going to change anything. And everything's just going to stay the same interest rate. Because I think that they don't know the effects the tariffs are going to have. But I would say that Mint is probably at the bottom. It could potentially go lower with what's coming up. But yeah, I would be prepared to see those low prices of around 0.015. That's where I would be looking to get into it at. And then it's more of a guarantee that when it pumps, I'm going to, maximize my potential, because it is possible that all we get is little ones like this, and it just never goes back up here again, at least not this cycle. Jesse says inflation means no lower rates. Yeah, pretty much. And inflation hasn't stopped. We're still sending money to Ukraine. We're still sending money to Israel and all these different other countries. Nothing has really stopped, and tariffs are in full effect. Nothing is indicating interest rates dropping. If I feel like that sentiment is going to change, I'll let you know. But basically, the only thing that's going to change interest rates is if we have a massive unemployment issue. And I think we do have that. I think we do have an unemployment issue. But the thing is they're factoring in job openings. And I've noticed a lot of businesses are say we're hiring, but they're never hiring anyone new. And I think that that's part of it. They're working together. Something's going on there, a bit of collusion, because I think they're saying that, yeah, there's all these job openings, but there's not an unemployment crisis yet. And that's what's really going to do that, is an unemployment crisis or a massive collapse in the stock market. They're worried about deflation. The Feds will not cut and actually may raise this year. I think it's more potential that they're going to raise the interest rate than drop it. Exactly. Getting Marie, you nailed that one. They make one person do 4 jobs and just say they're hiring but never hire. Exactly. Or they hire somebody that they know is not going to stick around, and they're right back to the hiring stage. The postings are to keep employees from complaining. I 100% agree with that. They can say, oh, I know you're doing extra work, but we're trying to find somebody, but there's no good candidates out there. We're taking interviews next week. And then they say, oh, no one showed. No one showed for an interview. I agree with that. Let's see. Somebody had a project they wanted me to look at. Where is it? If they raise rates, that's going to hurt the markets heavily. We aren't going to be numb to that. Oh, yeah. And you will see the housing market collapse. And we will go into a recession. IRS took 400 employees all at once and escorted them out last week. I know someone that works there. Yeah, and that could contribute to an unemployment issue, is all these government jobs being cut. And I think that that's on purpose, them getting people to quit voluntarily, or firing them or laying them off, whatever they're doing. I believe that Donald Trump is trying to do everything he can to lower the interest rate. And that, just like that video we watched, I feel like we should watch it one more time. Omega X Health, can you look at it, please? Yes, I got you. Sorry, man. I was trying to remember which one it was. I couldn't find it in the chat. Thank you for chiming that back in. I'm surprised Mega doesn't own this one. Omega Health on Solana. I'm guessing it's this one. Does that look right? Price is at 001 right now. All right. Hey, and glad to have you, User Maurice. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share the show with your friends. Interesting. So here's the deal with this one. Yeah, I got you G-Money on the Ondo. I got you. We're doing that one next. I love Ondo. I'm trying to buy all of it. You better hurry up and buy Ondo when it drops, because I'm going to buy all of it and it's just going to skyrocket. So here we go. So this is a descending channel, which is a bullish sign. All right. It's a bullish sign, and I would indicate a breakup to, it could potentially drop one more time and then go up. And if it does, that's not good. That means that it'll stop at 0.001. But if it goes up and breaks out by today or tomorrow, I would say that it would go to 0015. But if it does do that and it just doesn't take off from there, which I really don't see happening, that would indicate a head and shoulders. And that would bring the price back down to the low of 0032 to 0018. All right, G-Money, I got you on the Ondo, bro. Pepe is my moon bag. Can we look? Yeah. Pepe, I think, is doing good right now. For those of us that bought Pepe, remember when we were on the Pepe train that one live? Oh, man, we are all happy right now. Pepe is paying the staff right now. Pepe is paying the bills, baby. Yeah, that was such a fun live. I know, right? I was like, all right, we got to start looking at something else other than XRP, baby. And we all made a lot of money that day. And I know that's why you guys want to look at all these other projects. And I think that that's great, because we should diversify. We should be looking at other things. All right, Ondo, I'm just going to tell you right now, buy it. I'm almost at a point with like Ondo and Algo. I don't care what price it is. I want to buy it. But as some of you would say, I'm one of the top technical analysis. I think that this is the same pattern that everything's in right now. This is an ascending, broadening wedge, okay, which is bearish. However, impulsive, don't buy it all. Well, I'm going to buy a freaking lot of it. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. There's not really a lot here, but let's just say that this is the same pattern that we're seeing with, what's another one that's doing that? Hold on. Let me pull one up here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. H-bar is one that's doing it, okay? See this pattern? It's an ascending, broadening wedge. This one, not so much. This is more of a channel, but there's a lot of them that are showing this. This is bearish, but I think they've got maybe one more pump left in them before it crashes down. Let's see. When does this start? This is around April. Ondo, this is around January. So that's the ticker. That's the issue, is the pattern is actually right here. Right? Here's the same pattern. Looks the same as Hedera, right? That's bearish, which means it probably has the potential to pump up here to about $1.20. If the tariffs don't impact everything, it could break down. But look at X marks the spot. Look at that low zone landed right on the X and it pumped right here. And here. I think that there's definitely a potential that if tariffs don't play a role, if sell in May go away, doesn't matter, okay? Let's just say that none of the news or anything matters. As far as technical analysis goes, technical analysis would tell me that it's going here to $1.19, $1.20-ish, right? And then come back down. But also, technical analysis would tell me that come August, it's going to come up here to this line, which is like $3. You know? So I'm waiting to buy it here at like 67 cents and ride it to $3. And that would be like buying XRP back when it was, you know, at that 60-cent range before the pump and catching XRP's pump all over again. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at riding that to the top again. And I'm going to throw everything at it when I feel it's ready. Here's another thing to consider with Ondo as well. All right. This kind of looks like a Head and Shoulders, which would also bring it back down to the low of 70 cents and possibly even lower. So I'm going to watch this one. If it holds, I'm going to buy it. All right. If it holds this trend line and just keeps moving up and starts to look like it's breaking out of this pattern here and turns bullish, even though it's in a bearish structure, I'm going to buy it no matter what. I don't care. But I would assume that it's going to go down. I will buy this project at any price. Anything under $2, I'm going to be buying this thing. Because I feel it. I just have this gut feeling that Ondo and Algo are going to be massive. So is all coins going down? Kind of, yeah. Everything is showing bearish structures. And they all look identical. And this is the simul cycle. Everything is moving with Bitcoin, but they're all showing the same bearish trends. So, yes, everything will go down. I think there is a potential to get one more good pump based off of these patterns. There is a potential to get one more big pump. However, I'm factoring in sell in May, go away. And I'm factoring in Fed's not lowering rates. And I'm factoring in the whole tariff stuff not ending. So I'm guessing that things are going to move down maybe sooner. So I'm being patient and I'm watching and I'm waiting. Queen Bee, that is one of the first things I'm going to teach you with trading is to be patient, okay? Be patient. When the price moves, okay, and we miss it, we get a second shot at it to hit that price or get 50% of what we could have made. So we usually get 2 tries, all right? So even when we make mistakes, we get a chance to redo it, catch the retest, and fix our mistakes. So we get more than 1 try. The second try isn't as lucrative, and you have to wait a little bit longer for it to pay off. but you get a second chance. Most of the time you get a second chance. Okay? So don't fret if you've made some losses. There is a potential for it to move back up again, exit the market, and then re-enter at a low. Or there is a potential that we break out of these bearish structures and go bullish and push out of them and do something else. There's also a potential of tariffs and all these things that I told you to kick in, and we just collapse right away. So the next, couple weeks will be defining of what is going to happen, and we're going to watch that together. And I'm going to teach you and show you what I'm looking at and what I'm seeing and how I'm seeing it, so that you can see it for yourself and figure that out. And one day you won't even need me. You'll be trading like a pro in no time. How often do? What does how often do mean? Oh, I go live Monday through Friday, 5 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. But when I'm not live as a deluxe subscriber, you can message me directly. I can do a TA for you anytime. And as a subscriber, when we're in the live, you get priority. So if we're in the middle of doing something and you put something in the chat and I'm not ready to be doing it yet, I'll make time for you and take care of it for you. Yeah, no worries, man. It happens, bro. But yeah, Queen Bee, I would say let's be patient. Let's watch. Make sure you're tuning into the show every day. Obviously, today's Friday, so take advantage of being able to message me over the weekend. Just send me a donation or something, or message me tonight after the show. Yeah, the next several days are going to be very crucial, and we're going to need to be watching the market. Okay? Have you heard of Zebic? Oh yeah, we just did Zebic a little bit ago. I'm all about it. Anything that is tokenization of real world assets, we're all about it. When's it a good time to grab algo? Sydney. We just don't know. We got to be a little patient and watch, because everything is showing bearish. Everything looks the same. I would say the meme coins and the really low market cap or new projects are the only ones that are out of structure. Everything else is just, it all looks the same, and we need to just kind of watch and wait and be patient to see what happens. But if things start tanking, you might want to jump out, because it could get really bad here really quick. All right, let's do Pepe for Guinea. I love Pepe. I kind of want to buy more. If it's down, I'm buying more. Oh, Pepe, what are you doing to me? But you know what? It crashed because of tariffs, and now it's kind of recovering. I'm surprised it didn't crash harder. But this is, I guess you could kind of call this a cup and handle, but it's not. It's not a cup and handle because it fell into it, but because it's so new, it could still react like a cup and handle, which it kind of did. It cupped here, it handled here, it pumped again, and then it's pulling back. But it just, the whole tariff thing just threw everything off. All right, but we've definitely, so when I did the first technical analysis, Guinea Marie, on Pepe, we've reached that point, okay, of where I saw that potentially we would be maxed out at. We've reached that point and beyond, okay? So it may be time to start considering an exit strategy, or definitely take some massive profits. This kind of looks like a a double top. It's a little wonky. Let me go into a lower time frame though. See, that's a bit of a head and shoulders that it's formed right there that played out. Oh, this looks like Bitcoin did. This is a bullish sign right here. When you see this right here, it's bearish, but it like drops down and it consolidates like this, like it did, and then it moves up from there. That's Bitcoin does this. Let me see. Let me pull up Bitcoin where it did. See it? It pulls up and comes down, does this, and does it again, and then it hits the bottom, and then it shoots up. It's done it before in the past, too. I want to say one of these other cycles, it did that. Where is it at? I don't remember. But yeah, this, look at, that's what Pepe looks like. Pepe looks like Bitcoin. They're like identical. So they are linked up. But see how Pepe crashed harder when Bitcoin started to pull back. Okay? So I would say if Bitcoin takes off again and recovers and continues in this channel up another push, that Pepe will do the same and Pepe will go higher. So it just depends on what Bitcoin does. I would say the next big point of resistance is going to be quadruple 01692. Maybe a little lower. But it could do more. It could just do something gnarly, and let's say it goes to I think that's probably going to be it. 004, or excuse me, quadruple 017. You left happen. Yeah, I would say be very cautious right now with the whole tariff thing. Also this, but I would say that, you know, it had a big pullback. I wish you'd have waited for me to finish. It had a big pullback. It's going to have a recovery here to at least quadruple 015 again. Or maybe just under like 14. But yeah, it's due for a price correction of minimum, at the very least, 401426. No, I got half in last. Oh, then you're looking good. You got it at a decent price then. Where'd you get out? Like right here at the double top? Then you're in the same spot, I guess. But yeah, take your profits. You did well. You made a lot of money. You're going on vacation. That's what matters. I dare the market to crash. I know. I hope it crashes, man, because I'm going to buy everything. What time is it? All right, so it's about 9 o'clock. Arkham, thank you for the heart me. Who's got me with the heart me right now? Why are people saying today is not a crazy? Is not a crash? Because today's not a crash. Thank you. CAHRA, thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much. Let's do one quick goal before we go. I'm going to end the live a little early because it's a holiday weekend. Let's do one little, nothing too crazy. Let's do a let 'em cook. Who's got me with a let 'em cook? Boom. Hey, who sent the let 'em cook? Guinea Marie, thank you for the let 'em cook. All right. I'm going to call it a live a little early and go have a holiday weekend. Don't forget, if you are messaging me and need coaching, it's a holiday weekend. So I understand there's a lot going on in the market right now. But please, if you are going to reach out to me over the weekend, send a donation. But Queen Bee, I got you. I'll take care of you tonight and get you all signed up with everything. And anyone else that subscribed today, I'll get you all ushered in. And after today, after tonight, then just send a donation or something like that. We'll figure it out. But I'd like to have a holiday weekend. Like to have a few days off to just rest and relax and chill. I may even take Monday off from the live and do a 4-day weekend if I can't get the staff to come back in. So, but I'll do you can message me on Monday still. So we'll figure that all out. But yeah, if things go crazy in the markets and you need help, I get it. I will be here for you. But yeah, just send me a donation. Final thoughts, XRP tonight. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you. Happy Memorial Day to you all. Final thoughts on XRP. I think there's a potential that XRP retraces back to anywhere between 233 and 235 and then comes back down. Or Moon Cheese is in full effect and it just completely recovers. But I think more than likely 235 would be the top of today's candle. That's kind of where I'm at. Let me go into the 1 hour real quick. Let's take one look at the 1 hour. So yeah, XRP it's trying to recover, but it's probably going to hit this blue line at about 235. 235 to 237, maybe 8. It just depends on how long it takes to go up. Like, let's say it's shot up right now, it's going to go to a lower amount. But if it runs a little sideways and then goes up and touches, it would be 240, and that would be on Sunday. It just depends on when it hits this blue line, what day. All right, everybody. Happy Memorial Day. Enjoy yourselves and have a good weekend. I'm probably going to take Monday off and enjoy myself, but as deluxe subscribers, you can message me directly, and I will help you out on Monday. And obviously, send a donation. I got you. I know y'all made some money, so I know you're not hurting to send a donation. Much love and appreciation to all of you. Yeah, I think that's it. Unless anyone has a quick question, I think we're going to call it a night. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share the show with your friends, become a subscriber and join the club here and start making crazy money, because we are calling the prices every single day to fractions of a cent. Don't miss out on an amazing opportunity that will pay for itself. And don't forget, following is not the same as subscribing. So you got to become a subscriber to get access to those subscriber-only videos. And to be a deluxe subscriber, you can get direct one-on-one coaching with me, and I will teach you how to trade like a pro. I am ending. it actually takes a little bit of work to shut everything down and put things away. So I leave the mic live and answer questions for the last little bit while I'm doing some things. Just basically for the song. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Guinea Marie, thank you for the 23 roses.